I tell you, that music is always really comforting. Hello! Hi! How are you all doing today? And he's the backbone of the business. Well, if I remember correctly, he's an invertebrate, right? That's what octopus are. And invertebrates don't have any backbones, right? So, unless I was a pun or something, I don't know. But hi, everyone. Let me go ahead and make sure I get the names down. On YouTube side of things, we have, is it Patrizic? Maybe. Pat? How about Pat? Can I call you Pat? Welcome in. And please correct me if I'm wrong, or if you'd like something else, I can certainly try again. And then on YouTube, Twitch's side of things, let's see here. Let me make sure I scroll up here so I can get the names all good and dandy. We have Banafi, we have Sanapa, we have Katonic, we have, I said Banafi already. Hello again! And we have Mr. Dream Studio, Chuck, and Fetus. Welcome in, everyone. And Bobby needs to get a job. You hold on now. Bobby right here has one job and one job only. And that job is to be. That is it. And he has fulfilled his job very properly. The pressing a button to say when ads happen is just a side gig for him. That's all it is. And 1/5 of the way to VIP, soon my power will be infinite. And 4/5 for me. Well, I look forward to it, and wish someone would just pay me just to be. I mean, I'm not saying he's a pet or anything. He's a companion, but it's like when you get a dog or a cat. You know, their job's just to be cute and to be there for you, to give you a little bit of affection here and there. With cats, it seems to be a little bit different in the sense of your roommates. You don't really have any ownership of it, so maybe he's more of a cat and rent a friend. Close enough. Well, hold on now. He doesn't get paid. That would imply payment is there. He gets paid and love and cherishing. That's the payment, and he agrees to it wholeheartedly. Can't you see that's the face of agreement? I'll be excited for the day I can get him animated or something, and then we can add all the frog blinks we want. And kidnap a friend. Again, he is here on his own free will. Thank you very much. He's doing this because he wants to be here, because he enjoys it. And he needs a really, a slow blink or a frog blink. Let's see if I can do it. Blink, blink. That. The frog blink. That's what I want to add. And he has will sometimes. The thing is that the will he has comes and goes. So he's more of a sedentary type of octopus if you ask him, but I don't think he'll answer. He's very stagnant, staying still. Oh my, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. And Bobby's had his soul replaced with ad space. With all the space in his head, there's room enough for both. Let me scroll to make sure I haven't missed anything. Let's see. Yes, sir. And I live in a giant bucket. Sounds like the chum bucket if I had to guess. And let's see here. I believe I read everything. I think I'm caught up. Hold on. Bobby's a coward. Hold on now. He's the bravest of us all. And I did read that too. Good. And Bobby, I did read that as well. I just become a politician. Oh my Bobby right here, he would do you good in a leadership position, but being that I already have the princess position, only my position. And Tuesday's coming. Did you bring your raincoat? Huh? What happens on Tuesday? And hi, Aska. Welcome in the stream. Welcome in. And you know what? Usually I start 3 minutes in, so that's 3 + 4, and that timer's just about up. So you know what? We go already. 13 seconds ahead of schedule. Look at that. Optimization. We'll go to the screen right here. Today should be more or less the same. This week I was feeling a little bit under the weather, so I really didn't get around to messing around with the game so much. So we're picking up what we put down last week and continuing. And we'll initially start off by doing, I think, bug fixing. That will probably be what we do, since the fix we added, I tried for a little bit to fix. It didn't. So we're gonna be just a lot of bug fixing, a lot of stress testing to see if we can spot where the bug is. And hi again. I was asking earlier, now that you're here. Hi. I was asking if it's okay if I call you Pat, because I don't know how to pronounce the rest of it. So if that's okay with you, please let me know if you'd like to spell it out. That works as well. Well, all that said, though, you all get all nice and comfy in your seats. As, clearly your time is being well spent, and you just have to stay there. I have a bone to pick with this pun, because ghosts don't have those. Well, don't forget, there's necromancy in here too. So you can see a skull right there. Skull right there. Multiple skulls. Skulls everywhere, really. The transition thing didn't work correctly, but I think we're good now. I think we're A-okay. And I feel an impending elevator kidnapping? I have no idea what you mean. Hold on now. And lots of skulls but no neck bones? Exactly. The skulls have no spine. It's just skulls, no necks here. No necks at all. Not one bit. And okay, I don't know, but Vi. Oh, I see. Well, welcome in, Vi. I do recognize that name. Well, hello. Eris is gone? Well, you know, you're here. I'm here. You just can't see where I'm at. And you're in this place, if I had to guess. You're in this a business office room, and you know you're waiting on the elevators to appear, which is okay. It's all right. You have about, let's say, maybe a minute before they appear, and there's no doors, there's no windows, there's no stairways. Really, it's just you, the elevator, and me. But clearly you can't see me, so why don't I make myself approachable on this business day? So why don't I go ahead and just Hi, how are ya? Come here often. Hi, strongly typed. Thank you for the subscription. Hold on. Let me double check the 4 already. Yeah, 4. Thank you for 4 months as well. And totally trustworthy. Exactly. You know, since you have some time on your hands, clearly, why don't I go ahead and talk about my game? And now, I'm sure you're very intrigued by that. And what game am I talking about? Well, it's none other than, bam, Necrotype Cafe, a rhythm typing cafe game. Welcome to the elevator pitch, a section I like to do at the beginning of stream, where it gives me a chance to get better at explaining my words and as fast and as easily as possible to get you caught up to date on if you haven't been here before, or maybe you haven't been here in a while, or maybe you're new around here on what my game has to offer. That's the idea. That's the name of the game. And, ooh, welcome in. And girl boss, gaslight, gatekeep, all of the things. And who would you trust with your health and world organization? Bobby. Look at him. He's even employee of the month back there. Oh, you know, bam. Or Dr. Rosie. How cute. So what I'll do is, you can see up there that timer's at 1 minute. When it gets to 45 seconds, I will begin. And then we'll see if we can do this. And hi, Agape. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. I hope you've been well too. Alrighty, with all of that said though, let's see how well I do. And the timer starts now. Welcome to Necrotype Cafe, a rhythm typing cafe game where you play as a necromancer, Gabriella, who's sent by her family of prestigious wizards to this prestigious wizard academy. And the idea is that she doesn't want to become a necromancer. She wants to become a baker, a chef. So she decides to open up a cafe in a abandoned part of the school where she feeds her fellow customers, her fellow students. The hope is that as you go along, as the semester ends, you can show everyone you don't have to be a necromancer to be successful. You can be a baker, a chef. So the hope is that not only is it a cafe sim, it's also a rhythm typing game. And the rhythm typing portion comes into play in the fact that in order to make your food, in order to serve your customers, you have to type to the beat. Spells and magic work around here by typing out poems. You have to type out poems to different beats of the songs, different beats of the music, different genres, different acceleration and deceleration for a fun time, enjoyment. Yes! How do you think I did? Are you sold? You know, I think last time was better, but this time definitely wasn't worse. I feel like my average is coming up, and the stunks are going through the roof, if I had to say anything. And I'm scared, but don't be afraid. And hi, Matt. Hi, Matt. Welcome in. Zzz. Welcome. Now, if for whatever reason, for some reason that didn't help us. What do you mean? I'm a very comforting individual, I'll have you know. You know, if for whatever reason though, you weren't sold on the idea, if you weren't convinced, you know, willingly, it's okay, it's all right. How about I give you a sample, huh? And Matt is a B? I don't know. I see the Z's. Maybe Matt's asleep. Then hi, Seratus. Hi, boss. Hi, Chad. Welcome in. What I can do is do exclamation NECROTYPE. There you go. That should link to the prototype. And if I go ahead and get off of my business outfit, so if I go ahead and let's see here, if I take off the business suit and get back my programming associate buddy here, oh, hold on, Buddy, there he is. Let's go ahead and try out the prototype, see if it works. Currently, there is a small bug, so we'll see if we can find it there too. And as comforting as broken car brakes. Hold on now, quite soothing, I'll have you know. Let me also make this smaller so I can see the screen a little bit better. There we are. And don't be afraid. And that was supposed to be a kind gesture. You haven't seen menacingly yet. Let me bring you into the screen here, Obsidian. And where's Bobby? He's right there. That's good old classic. And there he is. There's the Bobby. Let me make sure that's good to go. That's good to go. So if I click on this, and if you also click on the link there, you'll be able to find it on the Edge page. And the Edge page currently has the prototype up. So what I'll do is I'm going to make this guy big screen, or then going to show this guy, hide this guy, and if I do this correctly, you should be able to see it, and if I do this correctly, you should be able to hear it now. Lovely, lovely. Oh, hold on. Let me also make sure the Discord isn't doing the Discord thing again. There we are. Okay, now we should be good to go. A-okay. Now, let me give you a look. Now, currently, there is a small bug. I say small bug, possibly game-breaking, but I'll show you if it does happen. Currently, at the moment, certain calibration scores won't work, which is okay, it's fine. It is a minor problem, since sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Nope. Let me go ahead and grab that name there, if I can get the name. I don't have the thing open, which I should have, but it's okay. I have it right here, and that name was, I'm guessing it was on YouTube side of things. Yes, indeed. Is it Meethner? Possibly? Meethner? Welcome into the stream, and thank you for the subscription on YouTube as well. Welcome in. And here says, chill, the energy ball pipeline needs to be studied. And my English is bad. What is the creature talking about? Too fast for my brain. The creature! I've been told that over multiple exposure, over more, hold on, let me word it a little bit differently. The more you listen to me, the easier I've been told it is to understand. What we'll go ahead and do is if I click start here, we'll start the calibration. And the goal is to press space when it hits the circle. And it's a small bug, but the game just doesn't work sometimes. Exactly, Chuck, exactly. Let's see, let's give it a go. Space, 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 space. There we are, 0.092. I don't think that'll break the game, but we'll see. And once you watch enough streams, you gain a superpower where the rest of the universe slows down. The heirs effect. Oh boy. We'll go into levels here, and then we'll go into the tutorial. So as you can see, here's our little Gabriella here. We can use the arrow keys to move around, so if I do that, then we have a customer spawn. Let's go ahead and have our customer be seated. We'll walk up to them, click on E to interact, and they'll go ahead and go somewhere in the cafe and find a merry little spot that they can call theirs. They'll read through the menu, and once they're done reading, they'll be ready to order. And hi, Polly, welcome into stream, welcome back. And after a while, you start watching the VODs in 2x speed. I can't even handle myself at 2x speed. I would be surprised if all of you could. And hi, Frost, welcome into stream as well. Welcome in the both of you. And hi, happy to see our chipper streamer back at it again. And finish the VOD in 30 seconds, understand every word. And I'm Italian. I say, wow, welcome from Italy. Or, yeah, welcome. I think I said that correctly. I think we're pretty good. Saying that, let me go ahead and move you over here, and we'll go ahead and take the customer's order, because their hand is waving. So if I take their order, and then I hold them space, you can see some funny symbols appear up here. We have a pink, we have a purple, then we kind of have the symbol, and then we have this green thing. And the idea is that the customer order just appear here. So this customer, in this case, wants a sweet, which is represented by pink, wants a bitter, so a sweet, bitter, flavored, and then a cake, which is the icon. So if I go over here, it should hopefully make a little bit more sense. We can follow the skull over to the cafe portion, or the kitchen portion of the game. And if I open up this, you can see sweet, bitter flavors. And if I go ahead and, hold on, let me do this instead. The escape seems to not work well on the, full screen. You can also see the cake here. The idea is that you combine different flavors together in order to create different combinations. And if you notice, I'm purple just like the bitter flavor. And the hope is that each wizard will be represented by a different flavor. In this case, Necromancers were shown as bitter. When we add Pyromancers into the game, so your fire wizards are going to be spicy flavor, and so on and so forth. And let's see here. And are you doing all the art and programming and music? Yes, indeed, Matt. Yes, indeed. Everything you see here has been created by me. And let's see here. I did do that as well. What a surprise to see you here. Surely you didn't expect it this classic 1 p.m. EST Saturday. Well, have you know, Frost, I try my best to be time apt. I think that's the word. Apt is in appropriate. I think that's how you say it. And shouldn't Necromancers be sour? In my case, or at least I want to have sour as a different flavor, but the way my world works, Necromancers are the very haughty class. They're very uppity, they're very strict and law-focused. So they believe that they're super fancy, and because they're super fancy, they decide, you know what, I'm going to have my coffee, but I'm only going to have it black. That's because of how fancy I am. I want to feel the pain. That's the Necromancers, and what? Sure. Let me go ahead and get that hydrate. A Necromancer, law focus. Yep. Necromancers here are doctors, lawyers, anywhere you think they could be the judges, they're very high. It's the whole idea of, I don't want to become a lawyer, a doctor. I want to be an artist, Mom. That's the feel we're going for. All right, let me get that water. And you're a pro? Well, thank you, Matt. I did my best, but I'm still learning. This is the second game I've ever made, and I started back on it in last year. So it's been a little bit over a year. And resurrects victims. So, you killed you. Exactly! They make so much money. You can't get away with murder in this universe. Let me get water here. Lovely. Unless, of course, I guess, maybe if the Necromancer is the killer, so they decide to put a curse on the ghost so the curse can't say anything. So maybe Necromancers are also hired hitmen. Maybe that's how the world works. We haven't done much lore to the game since I tried to get the prototype up and running. So far, a lot of ideas kind of just floating around. And doctors? Ones that are too late. Exactly. These Necromancers are your after doctors. That's the ones that didn't reach you before it happened. So what we'll do is we'll grab a sweet flavor here. We'll put it down. We'll also grab a bitter flavor here. Necrotype Expanded Universe 1. Soon TM, hopefully. I'm hoping that eventually, once the prototype's up, we can then add a lot more story. So now that we have a sweet flavor, we have a bitter flavor, and we have a cake product, all we have to do is hold down Q, and that'll begin our spellcasting. And spellcasting works the way you saw with calibration, where we have to press the letter when it reaches the circle here. This guy here, once it fills up, the spell has been completed. You did a good job, but if that one fills up, you did a bad job, and this game ends because you failed the spell. It's a tongue-tied meter. And, well, Necromancer in theory can revive dead people, so it makes sense they're loved. Yeah. And that's where they're very highly respected. They're not feared. If anything, they're the creme de la creme, the highest of the high when it comes to being popular. With that said, once I click close here, the game is going to start. Are you ready to see if it breaks or if we do get a good trial? Let's see. If I click close here, let's see. A-N-D space W-H-A-T, okay, space I-S space G-O-O-D space. So far, so good. A-N-D space T-H. No, I jinxed it. So, that's the bug I was talking about before. It seems 0.092, so if you don't mind me, I'm going to go to our notes here and say 0.092. I'm just going to add that in there. Seems to happen here, but if you do happen to get this bug, if you're trying it out, try redoing the calibration. If you get a different number, it might, but certain numbers here, I've been trying to look for the range, but there it is, it's showing its face, and that sounds like war crimes. No crimes going on here. If I bring you into the game itself on Godot, let's see if it works out better. So what I'll do is I'll close this guy here, and only if someone lives to report it. Oh boy, every field is dominated entirely by Necromancers. They're pretty good at what they do. I can certainly say that much. Let me click play on here, and let's see if I can give you the better version of the demo. If I click on that guy there, I'll go ahead and also mute this guy here, so you shouldn't hear double audio. If I go ahead and click on this guy here, click on, let's see, this guy here, then this guy here, should now be visible, and Bobby wants chaos! No chaos! And Obsidian, exactly, Obsidian. Let's go ahead and see about our tutorial again. So we're in the tutorial, let's move around, have the customer sit down, they'll find their spot, and Bobby needs a Christmas hat. Oh, that'd be adorable. I would love to get another commission done for Christmas art. I think that could be cute. So let's go over here. We'll pick up our sweet flavor again. We'll grab our bitter flavor, and let's see if the game will work this time. And I did that as well. And let's see. Will they also work for the army? Ooh, you know what? I could see it as well. Yeah. Raising your enemies in what's the word I'm looking for? Raising the dead to have them attack again. Yeah. And Necromancers, which no Necromancers, and it's for business. Ears, we need it. Business. I wholeheartedly understand, as long as it's for business. And Necromancer leading an army? Oh boy. The chaos that would ensue. And let's see here. Did I read everything? I think. Doctors, one's too late. Yep. Alright. So let's try again with this screen enabled. Let's see if it works. Alright. A-N-D space W-H-A-T space I-S space G O-O-D space A-N-D space T-H E space M-O-M. Alright. E space N E-V-E R-T-H-E-L-E S-S space B-A-N-D. Almost done. We have a little bit more, it seems. Let's see. E-R-S-N-A-T C. One more. And H. There we are. And Gabby's eyebrows make the singing really look like an arduous task. Oh, I have never heard that word before. Arduous task? Ooh, hold on. Let me see what that word means. Arduous, involving requiring strenuous effort. I have arduous. Interesting. Look at the new word. Employers has interacted with plate. What? What? Where? What are you talking about? The player has interacted with plate. Hold on. Let's see. Did I miss something in here? Maybe. And angry. She's doing her best out here. If we click on finalize, then we have our cake. So if I go ahead and pick this cake up, we can serve it to the customer. So customer, here you are. Here's your delicious cake. Eat it and enjoy it, for it is good. And once they have their mouth wiped, then they go on their merry way and leave the cafe. And that is it in a nutshell, the basis of the game. And as you were playing the song, players interact with plate was processed like 16 times. Ah, interesting. Here I thought, oh, I see it. I see. It's probably the E letter going off, so we'll have to see about that. And where's the Nightcore mode? Maybe. I'm going for a medium level difficulty for the moment, but I would love to add a really hard mode and a really easy mode. But for now, I'm not going for Osu, but I'm also not going for granny finger typing. I'm gonna go for a medium and then see how hard we can make it all in all. Let me go ahead and add that to our Obsidian notes as well. The fact that what is it? Let's see, ghosts don't go to idle spots. I'll also add here. Let's see, interaction, INTERAC, interaction still enabled when player is spelled casting causes, yeah, spell casting. And I'll also add E. There we are. And programming random occurrence, pronounced proc, often heard in MOBAs or MMOs. And Bobby needs to blink. Is he okay? Bobby has a self-regulating internal blink system. You just can't see him blinking. He blinks so fast that it doesn't even register to the human eye. We'll go ahead and click on the main menu here. And let's see. Hi, Skillian. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Welcome in. And let's see here, through the fires and flames. 1000 speed at it. Oh boy, that'll be a lot of fun. And I hope you're doing well with the game. The game's going well. A little slow with progress, but that's a-okay. The hope is just, even if the progress is slow, it's going bit by bit. Soon, hopefully, it'll be 100%, but for now, it's going. I can certainly say that. It is moving at a turtle's pace, but a turtle's pace is still a turtle's pace. Yes, indeed. Turtle's pace is still a turtle's pace. There we are. That's what I'm looking for. And what we've been doing over the past month or so is we've been adding, and no, he's not okay, Wabanafe. I'll have you know. You wouldn't know because you're not his doctor. How about that? He has a different biology than the average octopus, and it'll be released December XXXX. Close enough, yeah, that sounds about right. And do you work on the game every day? I've been wanting to. However, due to medical conditions as well as just extra stuff, I haven't been able to work on it as much as I would hope to. My hope is that at least this month, I can dedicate more time in the week to doing it, especially when I'm feeling up more to it. But all in all, the only time I've been able to work on it are these weekend days. So hopefully, fingers crossed, moving forward, especially since it's the end of the year, we can finish up the ghost aspect of the game. And sure, not a lot of you know about the ghost portion. And hi, hello, welcome to the stream, and Eris's metamorphosis. And necromancers are great to have, they're just little late healers. Necromancers are lovely. What we've been working on for about the past month is the ghost. And if I click on this guy, what you'll be able to see is if I click on spawn ghost, we have a little ghosty guy that appears. This guy here. And the idea is that ghosts in our game are supposed to be obstacles that we have to overcome. Not only do we have to banish customers, not only do we have to serve customers, we also have to serve the ghost here. And the hope is that these ghosts will impact the game, and because our character, Gabby here, despite being a necromancer, is afraid of them, we could use some fun interactions with them that'll make them a fun obstacle, and you'll have to banish them, or you'll have to serve them food just like you would a customer. Only this time it's banishment. And I can now vibe to the music. Well, thank you. Hello, I'm glad you like the music. And we have to banish customers? No, hold on. I said that wrong, and banishing customers? No! Hi, Chapel. Hold on now. The ghosts are technically customers. They're just not your average customers. So it still stands. You banish some customers, just not the living ones. Very different. Very different, I assure you. And when you place the wrong order and the waiter sends you to the Shadow Realm. Hold on now. Wait, we're very forgiving here, right? And actually, let me as well move this down because the ghost is moving about very fast. You know what? Maybe this is a good stress tester. And game, the customer's always right until they aren't. The customer does what they need to do. What you can see is that if I'm in the ghost of space, they'll follow me around. And this is where the fun part of the game comes in the fact that the ghosts are going to follow you around until you serve them, or until you leave their space, in which case I'm out of vision, so the ghost goes back to their spot. And we've been having a bug recently where sometimes the ghost won't idle correctly. So what we're going to do, at least for the beginning of the stream, is see if we can figure it out. Otherwise, it's a thing of, it's not breaking the game, it's just making it look a little wonky every so often, where the ghost starts dancing in one spot, but it doesn't happen often enough that it's odd. We'll see if I can show you, and let's see. I need to go time to play Slay the Princess for the 1,000 times, but I will. Thank you for coming. Oh, hold on. It was, hold on, name. What's the name? I forget the name. Let me see if I can scroll up. 1 second here. It was Vi. That's what it was, Vi. I hope you have a fun time. And send them all to the Shadow Realm. No, Shadow Realm sending shall be done. And do the ghosts haunt those who don't tip? Yes, no. The ghosts are here because of Gabby. Gabby's a good necromancer, but she's so good that all the ghosts think she's popular. And the idea is that because she has so much ghostly aura, the ghosts want to all be your friend. So if we go ahead and spawn in ghosts here, actually, before we do that, let me go ahead and set the timers a little bit differently. So what I'll do is I'll go into our, let's see, our sandbox level. I'll change around the time a little bit so that the ghosts don't spawn or the ghosts don't move every time. We'll do it in about 10 seconds, I think. And they'll rotate about 10 times, and then we'll also enable our ghost vision. So the idea is that the way the system works currently is that the ghosts have a status and they also have a state. So the ghost exists with a state machine, but they also have a current status of what they're doing. And I would hunt Gabby, seems pretty chill. As she's running away in fear. Poor Gabby! And she's out here thinking you're so cool with them haunting her. She's fighting for her life out here. Oh boy, that just sounds so sad. I'm sure that's exactly the mindset the ghosts have. I mean, she does give you food. Yeah, exactly, Chuck. I agree. She does give you food. She must be the most fun wizard to bully. It reminds me of how some people say just certain characters they've seen, certain anime characters they find to be bullyable, which I find so silly. Also, this ghost shouldn't rotate because all the spots are filled. You can kind of see there's a few up here and no available targets. Cannot rotate. And also has the ghost rotating despite the fact that there's no available targets, which is interesting. The ghost should not be able to rotate, just in general. There's no available spots, so they shouldn't even try to rotate. Interesting. That's a new one too. And the ghosts are going to take your chips. Oh, they're going to take all the chips. They're going to take everything. And she must be the most fun. I did read that too. So, let's see. I guess that's one bug that we will have to address. Why is it that the ghosts are able to rotate, or it says no available targets, but it still tries to rotate the ghost, which is interesting. And she squeaks in fear just in the right way to give all the ghosts a chuckle. Yeah. If any of you know about League of Legends, consider, I would say her personality's kind of like Lilia, a little Lilia, but she's not very shy, but just this sort of skittish feel is more so. And hi, Name Shift, welcome in as well. I mean, when Ares is live 2 days in a row, yes indeed, and hopefully tomorrow too. Let me go ahead and play the music here. Let's see if we can solve this first bug. For some odd reason, despite the fact that the ghost should not be able to go anywhere, the ghosts still get rotated. This message should not appear. This message should appear. So for some reason, this guy is still allowed to attempt to do things when this guy here should stop it from appearing. And eep, exactly, her little eep, I mean eep. Yeah, her eep. That, I can see that. If I had to describe it, she's like a gothic Fluttershy, what I would say would be around though. And he just wants to spin to win in bug slang. We'll see if we can. I'll grab the words here, so I'll copy it, and then I'll do Control-Shift-F, and I'll look in the entire scene here to see if we can spot where this guy says it, and it does. Target manager, no available targets, so it's saying it here. So somewhere here is where we're having the problem where this guy is still able to rotate. So let's see if we can figure it out. If no available targets, it should return. But for some reason, it's not. Let's see, assign random target, assign new random target. So if I had to guess, I'm going to say it's probably going to be this function here that we're having issues with. So what I'll do is I'll click on this guy, I'll add a breakpoint, and then let's see if we do run into this area. Gothic Fluttershy. I need to hear Air's voicing. Well, hold on now. I can certainly say one of the voices I struggle to do is the soft, meek one. I've got to get better at that because it feels like a lot of whispering and no, hold on, Catonic. Hold on now. I assure you, I still have some training to do. We'll go ahead and spawn a ghost in here, and then we'll spawn a ghost in here, and we'll spawn a ghost in here. Let's see if we get the breakpoint because all three have been spawned, so it should attempt. There we are. Lovely. We're in here, and then only there was an expensive button that does that. I'm not prepared in the slightest. You just wait. Give me like a few months, and I'll get back to you. I assure you. What you can see here, though, and actually, let me mute the game since we don't need the audio at the moment. Let me go ahead and play this guy here. Let me play this guy here. As good news is, we haven't seen it say the thing it said earlier. So this is the area we have to worry about. It starts off by making a list of all targets that the ghost can go to. So let's see if I click on debugger here and I click on this guy here. If we enter it, you can see it returns if the target's current entity is null. The idea is that each ghost, if I click on here, each ghost is a target. And oh, you can't see it. Hold on. If I just go ahead and grab this guy here, there we are. Let me grab you and move you around. And voices I struggle to do. I've never seen you fail to put on a performance that had the whole chat giving you a standing ovation. Hold on now, Frost. I have tried to do so on the side for an idea of a voice, but I just realized I'm so energetic that it's hard to get slow and soft and meek because I just want to keep speaking so fast. So it's hard. And she also has a very high-pitched voice, which is a little tricky to do, especially when you try to do soft and high. The range is a little finicky. And is that debug print your own thing or plugin? That seems kind of handy. I see. Well, it is my own thing, but it is in Godot itself. If you'd like to do it, Nameshift, I can say to you, utility, it is a print rich. So it's just what it's doing is it's doing print rich, it's doing center, and it's adding a color. That's the gist of what's going on here. And then I just do the message, whatever message. I do it as a function here, so I don't have to worry too much about pasting it over and over again. And what if we make you voice act the air? Then I'll just go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Easy peasy. Voice acting air done with. What I wanted to show off was that in the game here, you can see there's different spots. We have a ghost spot here, we have a ghost spot here, and we have a ghost spot here. Since all three are full, since they're all being occupied, we should not have a list of any ghosts that can move anywhere because they're all at a spot. That's what we're hoping to see. And that's cool. Gladys' voice was somewhat slow. Somewhat. See, that's the key there. Somewhat. That's different. Somewhat. It's also robotics. That one's a little bit different because that one you don't have to have a lot of emotions in there. It's supposed to be serious and laying down the law sort of thing. And the more you know. And I had no idea you could use print rich. Yeah, I learned about it a few months ago, and I'm so happy I did. It's made doing the test and everything a lot more fun, since you can also center it, and anything you can do with the label, usually with the rich label, you can also do in the chat here. You can even, I don't know if you saw before, but you can even add a rainbow effect to it as well, and I find it very neat. And what law? Exactly. Let's see here. What I'll do is we were looking at our target manager here, and we were specifically looking at this. So we should get a list of empty target entities. So if I click on our debug guy here, we continue, it should do it 3 times. And now we have vacant list. And if we look at our vacant list, you can see our vacant list is empty. And I can't handle slow voices since the person that has 2 whole redeems that make them speak slower. That doesn't mean I can handle it. That just means that I can attempt and struggle. But that doesn't mean I can handle it. Bobby gave me 10K points. No, that's not how that works. Don't try to bribe him under the table. You can't be easily bribed. What good news is that the vacant list is empty. And if we double check here as well, you can see still hasn't printed what we wanted it or what we're hoping not to see. So what we'll do next is if the vacant list is empty, which should be true, we should have it print the debug message and then it should return. So if we step into here, return there, it should print out the debug message here, and then we should just do nothing. No available targets, so the ghost should not be rotated. Let's see what happens. And I'm not biased at all. I say with a green sword of Bobby's appreciation next to my name. How fitting that it's green. I'm Bobby Stardust, a loan service. Oh boy, let's see here. What we'll do is we'll click into, step into, I believe. So we have move entity, change idle spot. For some reason, this guy is being admitted somehow, some way, which is odd. It does, yeah, assign new random target. And then it, oh, I see. Hold on now. I get it. Move entity, assign random target. this guy here, we're leaving out of it, and then we're immediately doing this guy here. And despite the fact that we leave out of this one, I see. Okay, hold on then. This right here. If we could move it into this function, that would be a good idea. And I'm hoping maybe we can. Where do we use this assign random target at? We have here, go state manager.move, move entity, yeah. Because these two are separate, that's why they're angry at each other. And very sword-shaped, and you can get the purple kind of sword. I think if you get 50k Stardust, I would not know. I still don't know too much about Twitch. And very sword-shaped, and I'm sure it must be out of one of Banafi's many daggers. Going back to the knife thing from yesterday. I don't know, and now it's more of a dagger. Let's see here. So our assign new random target, this is a target manager. What I'm wondering is, the thing is, and why they're separated, is because just, what's the word I'm looking for? The idea is that we say, hey, we want you to now be assigned to this one, but we don't always want to then immediately move them to the next spot. That's why the move exists outside of the assign. So my question is, maybe what we can do and say is that if the target is the same once the target has been assigned, then don't move it. I think that would be a good medium. And since this has been cut in half, and actually is very giving. Oh boy, we don't say nice, we say knife in this Banafi house. Oh boy. So what we'll say is we'll have a var and we'll call it the new old target or current target. Old target. Old OLD underscore target. Old target. And then we'll have it set as a target. And then we'll set it as the ghost dot target. And then after that, we'll say that if the ghost dot target dot target, and then we'll say if ghost dot target not equal to old target, then we'll go ahead and move the ghost. That's what we'll say here. And I think by doing this, it should allow us to work out fine. Oh, hold on. There we go. Tab. I think that'll get rid of the other breakpoint issue we had. So let's give it a try and see if it still prints out that message now that we can't move it. And I want a logo beside my name soon, Catonic, soon, I assure you. You just gotta stick around for a little while and you will be rewarded. That's how it works around here. You gotta show up, and you've been showing up quite well. I remember her name, and it's a fun name to say. So I can certainly say I do agree. And could you not just have the assign new random target return a bool on if a new target is applied and only emit it if the bool is true? You could. That's true as well. That's true. The thing is, or at least I thought it was the case, that sometimes if you return a value and the value isn't used, it gets angry because it doesn't use the value. I'm not sure if that's the case for Godot, but I do know sometimes if you have a function that returns the bool like this here, if you don't actually use it, then it gets a little angry and have it default to false. Yeah, we could default it to false, but there's places I use it at. So I would have to go to those other places and then check to see, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think, but robot pockets. Oh boy, let's see. Let me close this item here so we don't need it. We don't need you. We don't need, let's see, you here. We don't need you here. We don't need that one. We don't need, we need target manager. It's fine here. Ghost manager, we don't need flavor. We don't need dish. We don't need customer manager as well. We don't need cafe. You're fine, you're fine. And let's see here. You gotta stay around for something like over here. That's when Disco got one. Hold on now. Oh, this is quite a big commitment. Let's see here. And have a default set. Where am I using this function at in general? If I go to our target manager here and we go back up to our ghost one, our ghost manager, this guy's getting used. Let's see. Target manager dot assign new random target. This one is used only in 2 places, it seems. Okay, well then. I thought I used it in multiple places, but if we're only using it in 1 spot, then I think having it as a bool is a-okay. So we'll do the bool. Oh, hold on. I'm so glad the water bottle had a lid on it. That could have been bad. That could have been very bad. I could have had an entire mess, but we're okay. We'll have a bool here. And then what we'll do is say return false, or assign new random target, false. And we'll also have here a return true. So return true. There we are. That should work out there. And there we are. So thank you for the suggestion, but not fan. Bubble. It's a new bool. The water bottle tilted. So what we'll do now is if not
Check
assigned
14 just redeemed hydrate.
And I do Chisher, and I'm feeling alone here. Where's Twitch room at? Twitch is, I should be able to do this if it lets me. Let's see. Exclamation TWITCH. That should work, hopefully. It should allow it to link. I don't know if it will though. Well, there you go. If you're wondering about the Twitch, let me get some water here too. Hydration has been redeemed, and it was a sign from above. What do you mean exactly, Jack? Oh, bubble. Oh, I should have known then. It was foretold. What we'll do is we'll do this guy here. So if not, because the returning true means it did assign a new one, then we do that there. So if not, assign new random target. That should be good to go. And hi, is it Titus to love? Possibly? Maybe it's Titus. Welcome in. I can certainly try again if I did mispronounce it. And I certainly do. Very often. But thank you for the follow. And welcome in. And I was dying to get a bubble in the draw together. I have to get one of those the next year's one. Oh boy, the bubble's quite silly. We have here if ghost current state banished. Okay, that should be cleaned up. And again, thank you for the suggestion, Banafi. Let me go ahead and close this guy here. Let's start it again, and let's see if we still get that error that happens. Or not that error, but let's see if it still attempts to draw. And the new draw together will be in 2026 indeed. That was the last draw together of the year. And always, if you want to type in church chat as well, you can always do this. Oh yes, indeed. I completely forgot about that, Frost. Very fair point as well. Hello, purple people. What we'll do is we'll spawn in a ghost here. So spawn in ghost, there we go. Spawn in ghost, we can do spawn ghost, and then we can do spawn ghost. So all 3 spaces are occupied, and it still says ghost has been rotated. Hold on, is it going to do it again? I just want to double check. Ghost has been rotated from idle spot. Yeah, okay. Ghost has been, oh, you know what? I think I did it wrong. If target manager, assign random target. There we are. There we go. There. If we can assign a new one, then move it. There we are. And hi, Fontanian Waters. Welcome back into stream. Welcome in. I hope you've been well. Let's see. Spawn the ghost in again, and let's see if they do their thing now. They should not say moved. We shouldn't get a green guy. We should just get a lot of red text that says, nope. It's still doing the exact same thing. Okay. Something's still off then, because it's still saying it's rotating. Which is interesting. Yeah, it still says rotate it from to this, which is odd, super duper odd. And pretty interesting to see that emojis copy over too. And that, what do you mean by that exactly? Oh, that's sick. The, what part of it exactly, Fontanian Waters? If you could even mind elaborate a little bit, I'm quite curious. So, something's off here. If this is true, then move the entity. But we're doing that, and it's still, and then the emojis copy over. I see. Yeah, I do agree. It's quite cool. Let's see. We'll do this guy here, and then we'll click on play. Let's see if we do go into it. Just double checking here about our values. I think you need to give Bobby some water. Bobby is always well hydrated. He knows how to drink his water 24/7. You can't even see his mouth on screen. For all you know, he could be hydrating this very moment. Have a little sippy straw, swirly straw. And be hydrating just off screen just a little bit. And let's see how to do that as well. Lovely. So let's see here. If vacant list is empty, return false. Otherwise, return true. So why is it the case that we're going into this guy here? Let's see. If I click on play, and Bobby's hooked up to a 500-gallon water tank at all times. And he has a mouth. Octopi, I believe that's how you say the multiple of them. They have a mouth. They have a beak, actually. If I can remember correctly, I believe octopus have a beak. So he has a little beak, and right below his center part. And hi, Emmy. Welcome in the stream. Welcome back in. And now I'm worried Bobby might be drinking too much water. He needs the water. He'll be fine. He's never been better in health, I assure you. We'll go ahead. Is it possible that if the vacant list is empty, isn't firing at all? Let's see. If I spawn in the ghost here, we spawn in another ghost here, we spawn another ghost here. Let's see what happens. We should get the break line because we should enter into it. Yes, indeed. So if target manager assign random target ghost, let's enter into here and see where we're at. We have you here. And is it possible if vacant list is empty, isn't firing at all? Well, let's see. If we go into here, step into, we do this 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. We can see our vacant list is empty down here. So we should go into this guy here. If vacant list is empty, when we enter it into here, we are going into it. It says to print out no available targets. That's where the red guy comes in. So we are going into that. We're printing it out. And then after that, we return false. And it says to rotate the ghost. Huh? I'm a little, just a smidge confused. Why it says that? Hold on. Maybe I missed something. Oh, hold on. And Bobby's filtration system functions at 700 times the speed of humans. Overhydration is impossible. Indeed, I agree. Let's see. I'm going to do, or what we're going to do is if we go back up to our ghost manager here, we have, let's see here. If on ghost rotation timer timeout, if failed last rotation, if idle ghost list is empty, I think it might be here. Maybe it's here. If idle ghost is empty, or let's see here. No, that's right. If idle ghost list is empty, or no, never mind. I did that wrong. Something here. I think it's doing it here too. And did the Ezra industry pay you to say that? Yay or nay? Hold on now. Now, I assure you, no under the hand deals are happening. Let's see. We have an idle ghost list, possible to detect via status group. And then let's see if we do a var. And I'm wondering if we can do, let's see, occupied list, like how we have up here. So if we go, let's see to here, you here, assign new random target. I want to see about possibly doing the vacant list, if that is possible, to see if there are vacant coast and if they're idle. I think that's the issue we're having here. And all right, they don't pay us. Sorry! Human beings are literally being able to process 1 max liter of water. His filtration system's off the chart, I assure you. If I do this, so var vacant list, we have an array of target, and then we do, let's see, we do target manager. So target manager, target, T-A-R-G-E-T, target underscore manager dot target list. Let's see, and dot filter is vacant. So if I do here, target manager dot is vacant, like that, and then I do, let's see, this is vacant is a function, so we're going to have to do, let's see, this guy here, do we ever use this guy anywhere here? Yes, so control F, control replace. We'll just switch this to is underscore VACANT, and then we'll replace all, since this guy here has been changed. It's no longer the function it once was. And then back in here, we need to remove the underscore, since the underscore is used outside. So I'm hoping that if the idle list is empty, or the vacant list is empty, so vacant list dot is empty, then we don't need to do a rotation. Fail to rotate ghost. And now it says too few arguments. Is vacant call? I see. So where are we having an issue at now? Something here is this up. So let's see. We have a vacant list and we're looking to see about if there are any targets in here. So what we're doing is we're grabbing our target manager and we're grabbing the list of targets, and then we're getting back an array of filtration where we do dot filter, target manager dot is vacant, and
C.
Ami! How could you? Welcome into stream, by the way. What a horrible entrance, I'm just gonna say right now. But I say the redeem, so I suppose it must be acknowledged. Hold your horses, let me grab the guy here. Let's see. Can't say C. Surely this one is possible. I believe it. I believe. I think we can do it. And I can see the name. Hold on now. I haven't started yet. I haven't become conscious of my words yet. It doesn't count yet. Challenge timer, set that guy to 3 minutes, reset it, and then let's see. Okay, so maybe it might be a little bit hard. Just a little bit, but I believe. Hold on, let me enable this guy here. All right, there it is down there. I have to go the next 3 minutes without saying that word down there. And I believe in a human, a monster, and the Prince of Darkness, and Lancer. And I don't think she's going to win this one. I believe. And I've been struggling to recall the American national anthem. Can you regale me? Huh? I don't remember. My memory's not good. And hi, last meow. Is that how you say it? Welcome to the stream. Welcome in. Hi, Eris. What do you think of fan art we posted on Twitter? Oh, I'll have to check. I haven't. Oh, ha! Oh, ha! Ha! I said. Oh, I didn't say it. Oh, oh, oh. I almost said it twice, but I did it. If that was to get me out. Okay, we're good. What is Spanish? That was pretty gross. You're on icy crowds. Oh, but I can't remember. I'll tell you afterwards. Oh boy. Okay. Where were we? let's take a look at what is on screen. And I can't remember. I need to know now. What we were doing is we were using the function of filter from Godot, yes, and what we were doing was grabbing the target manager function is vacant here, and what we need to do is we need to put the target in, and what I'm realizing is we're going to need, for a moment I thought I said it, but we're good. Okay, we need to grab the target list filter is occupied. I gotcha. Understood. What programming language did you learn first? I'm not falling for it. It doesn't count because it's not the same word, but I'm not falling for it. And have you done any studies? I have not. Oh boy. We'll go back into our ghost manager here, and then what we will do, so Godot, no, and I can answer your question in full, and I that's a different word, but I'm still not going to take the chance. And then which one? The third letter of the alphabet, plus. There's your answer there. What we're going to do is, okay, we're good. We're okay. Oh, the timer's up. D. That's not the third letter at all. And what's the pirate's favorite programming language? C. Oh my, that was, I almost got cut out, but I'm good. I did it. To answer your question though, last meow, I'm not sure if that was to get me out or not, but I haven't seen it. But I'll make sure to check Twitter after stream. Oh my, you almost failed in the first 10 seconds. I'm telling you. That wasn't too bad, but that was hard. And you think it'd be R, but your parents you left it in a C. And I did just redeemed and was that the only way you didn't fail? That might be it. Then again, we have lowered it down from 5 minutes to 3 minutes, so maybe that did help too. But that was hard. But again, it could also be the case of I'm just getting better at not saying the word. That could be it too. I'm getting trained. I'm going to the terminal. Let me get the water. And every time you succeed it, you should increase the time limit by 1 minute. We can talk about. Oh, actually, hold on. The ad break is about to start, isn't it? I don't know if I like those odds. Every time you succeed, the thing is though, what if it becomes a case where the succeeding results and now I can't say for 10 minutes straight? That'd be awful. And you caught yourself 3 times? Yeah, I realized halfway through after things, I realized the good news is that I caught myself. Could have been bad. Let me get some tea and some skill issue. Almost certainly, I am not afraid to deny it. It makes me realize how often I say a certain word. Let me get some tea here. See how high you can go. I'll make a note of it, Banafi, then. And we'll see about doing that at the start of next year so that it goes into the whole New Year's idea of getting stronger together. With that said, let's go ahead and do some stretches, shall we? So let's start off by going to the left, and if you fail, it just goes back down to 3 minutes. I say, you know what? I like those odds. Doing a bit of a streak. Let's go to the right here. 8K points well spent. Oh boy, Italian. OBS is saying funny things too. Hold on. Are we good? Is it okay? How's YouTube doing? YouTube seems to be functioning properly. It might just be a Twitch thing. It says we reconnected. Are we good? Hello? Is anyone out there? Echo. Welcome back in. Oh boy. I did see the refreshing thing. We're good? Okay. I'm glad you all live. Welcome back. I think the ads just stopped itself. I think it did it, and then it decided it didn't want to do it anymore. So I think we're in the clear. So welcome back in. Seems the ad break is now over immediately. So let's continue, shall we? Oh my. Alrighty then. So we were trying to filter out the target list. So that's this target manager dot target list. And then what we need to do is do our target manager. And I'm wondering why the is vacant is questioning here. So we're doing is vacant, and then we're grabbing the target. And my question is, why are we angry here? We're doing target manager, target list. Target manager, this is vacant, is asking for here. Target list is occupied. Where are we using at is vacant? Where's this guy getting grabbed at? Target filter dot list, I see, is vacant. Yeah, got you, Gaia. And Bobby sent us to the Shadow Realm. Oh my, we were stuck in the ads for 50 years. What is it? 49, it was 84 years. I think that's the number. 84 is my guess on the number. And since we're in ads, could you check the one thing on Discord? I don't think ads are back, or I think ads are done, Frost. And also might want to set yourself back to online for Purple Bubble. I believe I'm online. It says I'm online. It says I'm online. It says, like, I see the streaming thing, so I think we should be good to go. And let me just double check this guy as well. And let's see. Yep, good to go. So let's see if I do back here. And it's been 80, I was right, 84, good! I'm glad I got the reference right. And the little outbreak is gonna cost us 51 years. I assure you won't be here for that long. It'll be okay, it'll be fine. What we'll do is we'll do this is vacant, and I think it has to be like this. So if I remove this here, and purple bubble is good. Yeah, I believe the purple bubble means that the stream is working. So in order to do the function, it'll do it on its own with the is vacant here. So I think if we say, if this is empty or this is empty, then we do not rotate the ghost. I think if we say this, it will be okay and good to go. Let's see if it does work. If I click on that guy there, and then we click on levels here, and then we click on you here, we'll go ahead and spawn in the ghost. So let's see, spawn in ghost here, and we'll spawn in ghost again, and we'll spawn in ghost again. Alrighty, do we still get the green message? So far, so good. We just have red, and the ghosts aren't moving, they're not cha-cha sliding away. It just says fail to rotate, which is what we want. We want it to make sure and proof it so that it doesn't go through. They should not even try to move since there's no space to move, and it just says failed, which is what we want. So far, so good. And since it is at this point, let me also make sure I make a backup. Hold your horses. Let me go ahead and go back to here. Let's go to our Godot games. We'll go into, let's see. I believe we're on the beta. That's not correct. I think so. And now you gotta check to see if they work if there's still an empty spot. Yep, that's step 2. We'll see. I need to make a log of word bands for 2026. Oh boy, that could be fun to do. Just to do like what's sort of looking for. A wrap up. I do want to do one, but I just wish I had another month or so to get my stuff in line before the year's over. Let's do post proof, and then we'll do post proof here. Lovely, and then I'll commit and push. So this guy should be good to go. We should be good to go and have a backup ready should we have to have it. I'm positioned to ban the word 2. No! Stay back! Stay back, I say! If I can help it, it won't happen. But knowing someone, it'll probably happen, but I'm going to do my best to see if it doesn't happen now. Well, you can see though, is the ghost. Hold on, let me just move over here. All right, ghost, there's only 2 spots now, so let's see if it works correctly. And it says stream 2025 round every ban word. The good news is at least we can go back to the logs and see about the ban word logs. So it'll be a little bit tricky to see if we can figure out what came from where. Well, it could be fun. So far though, the ghosts are moving as expected. You can see the ghost that's on top of Gabby says state move, status following, and when the ghost moves, so the ghost that's on the far left moves, or when one of the ghosts moves that's in the center, it should say state, state idle or state wandering, I believe. State move, status wandering, which is correct. And when they reach the green circle, it should say idle. So that is correct. We'll grab this other ghost too. It says state move, status following. And when they're moving, but they're not following, it says state move, status wandering. And when we pick up all 3 of them, they are now all moving and following. And when we release them from their grasp, they should hopefully give us what we're looking for. To hold on. No. Go away, say, go away. I'm trapped. I don't know how I got here, but I'm trapped. Oh no. They can't move, but I can't move. And I believe the logs say who redeems what, though I don't have too much experience. I know that it can be filtered and doesn't need to manually scroll through. I don't know, but the thing would be to see if we could get the name of the stream associated with when it was redeemed, though I don't know if it'll do that, since Twitch does delete VODs, I think, after about a month. And somebody can scan through the VODs and see what came when. That's a lot of hours though, Jack. That's a lot of time spent. I just wish I had a little bit more time this month. And hold on. Oh, okay. Good news is though, so far so good, right? It's working out well. We have status move, status following. These guys, so far I haven't been able to break them, but for some reason there's this bug where sometimes they'll go from wandering or moving and then they'll do a little bit of a wiggle. I'm not seeing the bug appear though, and I'm just a little concerned that if it happens to be the case that we move on, that bug that happened earlier will appear again. However, they seem to be working now, as far as I can tell, which is good. That's really good. And Twitch deletes the VODs, but YouTube doesn't. If you get the VOD name, yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm just hoping we can get the VOD name or date, and then we could just grab it from YouTube. That's what I'm hoping. You just slide across the time bar on the VODs and pause when there's some text on top. I think you can also filter it through like the manuscript or the transcript. I think that's also how you can do it too. This guy's moving over here. That the guy is following. I think it's working. I'm not seeing the bug appear that was appearing earlier. So I think for now, it might be okay to cross it off the list and accept it for what it is at the moment. Unless, well, we'll play around with it a little bit more. But otherwise, I think we're okay for now. I think. Fingers crossed and live transcript of your stream. Oh, what does that even mean? Yep, those are words. Those are clearly words if I've ever seen any wording through the words. Oh boy. Let's see. We'll slide over here. We'll slide up here, and we're good. Yeah, okay. Well, since I'm not seeing the what's the word I'm looking for? The bug anymore, we'll call it okay. We'll play around with the game, and if we get the bug, then we will be able to take a look a little bit better in depth, but we'll try out a practice round of the game, see how well that fares, and if it's good to go, then we will just have to fix calibration in the game, and then we'll also have to add in the ghost effect around customers. So we'll see how well that goes. With that said, what we'll do is we'll have this guy hidden, and then we'll have this guy here. I'll go ahead and remove the visible collision shapes, but we'll keep up the ghost status. That way we can tell. And fancy tech, yeah, it's fancy. It's gotten really neat. I can certainly say that much. And fast gibberish, more fast gibberish, crazy laughter. You make it sound like evil laughter. And then fast gibberish. If it's not game break, no need to fix it. Yeah, right? That's the thing. If it's not breaking the game, and I also want it to be the case that I don't want to release 100% polish. I don't think I am at that development level yet where I can guarantee something's not going to be broken when the game eventually gets released. I can hope for 90% polish, and sometimes it's just thing of just, if it works, it works. Sure, it's a little finicky, but at that point, look, the ghost is dancing. Clearly, that's a feature in the game that was well intended by the developer. Yes, yes. That's always an option. And evil laughter's a premium material, and not even a AAA games devs can release polished games. Yeah, but the thing is, they do have a team of people who do test. Right now, I'm solely testing, and all of you are testing too, which I do appreciate. But there's some people who are paid by the hour to do the testing. And I don't think there's such thing as 100% polish. True as well, yes indeed. And always aim for 80% polish. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, 80-20. If it's not showing up, and if it won't show up this round, then we'll be good to go. I will consider it done. And just look at some games like Lethal Company, lack of polish sometimes. Yeah, the charm in a game. They're rating. They're going to want something that is bitter. So we'll go ahead and grab the bitter flavor here. The customer's ready to order, so we'll go ahead and grab their order here. They want sweet bitter. And let me just also check to make sure. Oh, never mind. I guess we're not. Hold on. You want, what do you want? You want a cookie. Here's your cookie. You get a cookie. We might have to up the, no, can you hear it? You should be able to hear it. There you go, customer. You're sweet, so you're going to want something sweet. I don't know if we're going to want double sweet, but we'll see. It's all good. We're A-okay, good to go. We'll hold on Q, see if we can give this a try. C-A-M-E space W-H-I-F-F-L-I-N-G space T-H-R O-U-G-H space T-H-E space T. Alright, here we are. U-O-G-E-Y space W-O-O-D comma space B-I-T-E comma space T. So far, so good. Let's see. H-E space C-L-A-W, more, and S. All right, we're done. Ghost is here. Ghost has arrived. Hello, Ghost. Hello, you're idle. Good. We're good. We're fine. We're so far, so good. We have you. You want sweet bitter as well, and we do want to get the ghost as soon as possible. That is also here. And Polish beer. We'll do memory, and then we'll give them a sweet memory because the ghost deserves that much. So we'll go ahead and grab let's do cookie. The cookie is fine and good to go. And it's 80-20 because it's 80% Polish and 20% polar. Let's see here. O-N-E, comma, space, T, W, O, space, O-N-E, comma, space, T, W. Oh, was she on the table? I'll have to check. Space. Oh no. A-N-D, space, T, H-R-O-U-G. Let's see. H space A, N D space, T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Okay, let's see if she was on the table. Then we do have to give them their food. Here you go. Take that. All right, who was on the table? I'm not on the table. You're not on the table. You look okay? You look fine. You're ready to go. Goodbye. See you later. You want sweet? Do you want sweet? You want a sweet? You both want cookies. Okay, that's okay. We'll do, let's see, sweet. So far, that's working. So far, so good. We have sweet and bitter, so we'll grab the both of you. They're idle. So far, it seems to be functional, which is good. I'm really happy to hear it. Let's see, I did read that as well. Lovely. Okay, let's see. C-A-L-L-O-O-H, and that smile's adorable. I'm glad you like it. Space. Let's see. T-H-E space B-O-R-O-G. O-V-E-S, comma, space. M-A-N-X-O. All right, here we are. M-U space F-O-E space H-E space G-O O-D space W-H-E-N. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better. What you get? Hold on. Space I-T space I-S. Done. All right, 81%. That's my usual. Hold on, customer. Oh, hold on. Okay, customer. Here you are. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. There you are. You're served. No one's standing on any table that I can see at the very least, which is good. And everyone's ordering what they should. We should be able to also do another memory. Let's do a bitter memory this time. And is there benefit towards getting a higher score? There will be eventually. Right now, there's not. But I'm hoping maybe it's the case of some customers have high standards, so maybe you can only give them a certain tier. And definitely, if you fail the spell, it's a bit of a fizzle. So maybe some don't want that. Oh, hold on. A, D, E, space, O, F. Space. I definitely think possibly, especially depending on the testing, but seeing if we can figure out the right length of poem too. Cause I feel like the poems, hold on, H, R,
Captain
I feel like they're a little bit too long.
just redeemed
E,
green.
A, D, space, hi, Captain Franklin, hold on, W-A-T, A-G, oh, hold on, Y-E, oh, hold on, oh, F space, F-L-A-M-E, comma. Okay, where were we? Hi, welcome into the game. On space, H-E, space, B-Y, space, no, hold on, T, and then H-E. There we are. Hello, welcome in. And hi, is it Machineko? Possibly. Welcome up in the stream. I can certainly try again. Let's do the breathing exercises very quickly. I'll put the music back on. And this is pretty chaotic. That's good. That's what I'm hoping for. I definitely think, and I do that as well. And oh, she wasn't on the table. The item you gave her was behind her. Oh, I see. I'll have to check again, Chapel, as I know I had a bit of an issue with ordering or things around. And let me get some water. You seem like you need some breathing. Oh, I do. Let me get some water. We'll do a little bit of breathing, and then we'll see if we can finish out the game. Let's see. I definitely think the song's a little bit too long, or at least the rhythm portion is. And changing the length after having a music gym is certainly a choice. Well, not quite. I think at least some of them are way too long. I haven't run into one that's super duper short, but let's do the breathing first. Let's see. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Hold it. Then breathe out. There we are. I think 20 seconds is good. And I'm learning game dev right now, starting to Godot. Wow, welcome in. You're among people who also are beginners. This is the second game I've ever made. And hold on, let me also pause that music. The second game I've ever made, I've been making it for a little bit over a year. So I am still learning a lot. But welcome in. I hope you have fun. And I did read that as well. Okay, I think we're good. And you should, your game looks pretty FYI. Good job. Well, thank you, Captain McFriendly as well. Thank you. Alrighty then, let's see. Yeah, 5 minutes I want to assign to, hold on. 5 minutes I think is worth it for the game length. And then the rhythm game itself is, it lasts 20 seconds. I think 20 seconds is, hold on. The customer is angry. The customer is going to leave very soon. Cookie, give them cookie. Hurry up, cookie. I don't know if we have enough time. And the hard part for me is the art style. Yeah, the art style's tricky, but we also spend some time learning how to do the pixel art style. Hold on. And see, this one here, I think we could have 75% G-I-C-A-L space. It could also be maybe the song's just a little bit too slow for all of the letters. Let's see, M-O-K-E, comma. Let's see, space I-S space T. Let's see, W-I-Z, E space B, E-A-U, T-Y space, O-N-E, comma space T, W. That went by fast on the middle part because of the speed up. It's not too bad. So space H, E space B, Y, space, let's see, T, H, E. There we are. Okay, they left. My cookies! How could you? They were right there. They were ready. They were willing, I tell you. Do you want sweet? Nope, you want sweet bitter. Okay, well, let's see if we can do bitter. Bitter cookie? Yes, bitter cookie. Yeah, we'll see. We could also up the patience. That's another thing, too. And the customer's typically wrong. Hold on now. The customer's always right here, though I don't think we'll be able to catch them. So I'm not going to do the bitter one. We'll do bittersweet, since I think that one will work out well. I definitely think the patience timers could be up a little bit for just patching wise. Let's see. C-A-M. Well, that's E space W H. Let's see. I. And then we have F. F-L-I-N. G space T-H. R. And then O-U-G-H space. Then we have T-H-E space T. And then U-L-G. E-Y space, W-O-G, comma space, B-I-T, E, comma space, T, almost done, a little bit more, let's see, H-E space, C-L-A-W, one more, F, okay, go, let's see, sweet bitter, one more, and then we also have a ghost here that we need to deal with as well. Oh, another sweet bitter. And guys, is the server washed? What do you mean? I've been doing well. I've been surviving. I've been doing great. Check. What do you mean? I'm gonna need a little bit of an elaboration on that one. Let's see, that one there. They're done. They're ready to go. Some of them we just have to serve this customer, and then we have to serve a ghost. And then that should be that. And I'm interested in making a Metrovania type game. Well, I point you towards, hold on, C-A-M-E space W-H-I F-L-I-N-G space T-H cookies. Hi, Rodrigo. R. Let's see. O-U-G-H space. And then we have T-H-E space T. Okay. U-L-G-E-Y space. W-O-O-D comma space. B-I-T. E comma space. T. And then we have, let's see. Almost done. H-E space. C-L-A. W, and one more S. Okay, and then we have one more customer after this, the ghost, the little ghosty guy. And yeah, so far so good, I'd say. Also, this guy eats fast, so they should be done in just a second here. And she has murdered 0 customers today since I've been on. No murders have been done just in general. Thank you very much. Oh, hold on, we got a crash. Oh, why are you angry? Would you look at that? We ran into a bug. And hi, Epic. Welcome in the stream. Welcome back in. This function here it no longer exists. So therefore, it got angry at us. And I have to bounce. No worries at all, Captain McFriendly. Thanks for stopping by. And I think you're a good person even if you crash your engines. Hold on now. The engines crashed. I have nothing to do with it. They just happen to be. I just come to accept them from what they are, really. And say, yeah, thanks for stopping by and chatting for a little bit. To answer your question, or to answer your words, though, earlier, and I don't quite know how to say it, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. We'll say MG. How does that work instead? I can do, let's see, /shout, hold on, /shoutout at the, there we are. Because if I'm not mistaken, Chapel he's working on a Metrovania at the moment, and he focuses a lot on his art currently, so maybe you'll enjoy his streams. And hi, I hope everyone's having a great day, and if you're not, please consider Welcome in, Cat Song Keyboard. Welcome in. Let me get some water here. And it looks amazing. I do agree. Yeah. His art is wonderful. And our streamer can't be washed. She's physically incapable of missing. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Apparently, this no ghost is not a function anymore. So what we'll have to do is go down to our ghost manager down here, and we're gonna need a variable or a function called no ghost. So what we'll do is do a function. We'll say no ghost. It is going to return a bool, and let's have it return the bool of if our ghost list, let's see, that's not how you spell ghost, is it? Hold on, ghost, let's see, ghost list, ghost manager, and something along the lines here. Oh, we're in cafe. We don't need to be in cafe. We need to be in ghost manager. We need to be here. Yes, indeedy. And it's the letter's fault for not timing itself. Exactly. It's everyone else's problem. I agree. It can do itself. It needs to shape up, is what I say. And I was having a bad day, and then I redeemed hydrate. Well, welcome in, and I'm glad to hear your day's going a little bit better now that you had a little bit of hydration. And hi, Art Universe. Welcome to the stream, and welcome back. Let's see here. What we need to return is I thought it was ghost list. Yes, ghost list. Ghost underscore list dot children or get underscore children count, and then we need to do equal to 0. If it's true, then it should be that. That should take care of the other guy that was angry at us. And Chapel's art has such wonderful feel. I do agree. It's also monochrome too, which I find lovely to look at. And hydration domination. Reminds me of the Pokemon. What is that? I don't remember exactly, but Jesse, James, something. That's what it makes me think of. And where can I see Chapel's art? You should be able to the shout out, or if you click on Chapel's username as well, you should be able to find his channel. And I'm a cry. I'm telling you, it's true. And you ended up first in my Twitch recap. The others are jealous. Well, then there's only a form number 1 around here. But I appreciate you coming around, Rodrigo, and I'm happy to hear that it reflects it. That's always very nice as well. So let's see here. What we'll do first, I think, is up the patience of the customers in total. Just as a side note, or we won't touch that yet. We'll keep that there for now, for the most part, at least. And it'll be twice if she's aiming a wand at you. Not true. I assure you, everyone here is not here on their own free will. Oh boy. Let's see here. If I go ahead and save this guy. What were we looking at, and what we were talking about earlier was the ideal of the bug. So I'll bring you back into Obsidian here and stay safe. Just survive. Hold on now. What a horrible advice, I tell you. And those good advice, precious sweet. In this context, it should not apply. And Ola Purple, hi, lazily excited. Welcome into stream. Welcome back. And I still don't know who this purple you talk about. I am purple, not purple. Very big difference, I tell you. Let's see here. We were looking at this guy down here. Ghosts don't spawn, go to I spot sometimes. Apparently, that's fixed for now, so we'll just keep it the same. And this was the one that Frost was talking about earlier, where the interaction is still enabled when player is spellcasting. So let's see if we can also quickly disable that guy, so that bug gets carried away. It gets finished. It's behind the scenes, and yeah, I think we can quickly deal with it because it's a thing of it's just what's the word I'm looking for? It's not doing anything at the moment, so it's not too big of an issue. But it's still nice to have, so let's see if we can do it. The reason why it's allowing the player to interact is because we don't do a check, I'm guessing, to see if we can interact. So if I have, let's see, customers ready, get closest on detection. We're looking for input, I believe. Input here, yes indeed. And we have spellcasting, and if not, action, just release, interact. Yes. And what we can say is that if the input is, so what this is saying is that if we're not pressing the button interact, don't do anything. What we need to say as well is if the player is spellcasting, we don't want to do anything. And AK chat sent on here? Oh, wow. That's a lot of numbers. I say, well, Claude, you can, what's the word I'm looking for? Claude, that's a lot though. Well, I'm really happy to hear it. And hi, always, like, yes, indeed. Hi, and welcome in. So let's see here. What we're going to say is if, and then we're going to do, if the current game mode, so what we'll do is utility dot current game mode, current game state, and then we'll say equal to, that's not an equal to, utility dot game state, or let's see, state, it should be one of those, current game state. If I just click on that guy, yeah, game state, I see, you're that there. we're looking to see if the game state is, let's see, enter pause, yep. And what we're looking for is to see if it's the spell casting game state. There's a few game states here, and I should be able to type in here so you can see game state spell casting, and this guy here has game state spell casting. So what we're going to do is say, if the current game state equals, or if the current game state is, and then we're going to say is game state spell casting, then we can also do a return. And that should hopefully finish it out, because if it is the same, and if I go back to our player here, yeah, if we're currently spellcasting, then don't do any input. Input should not happen. We should not be able to move. And actually, hold on, let me also do, because we have you here, let's also do this here, because we shouldn't be able to teleport if we're also spellcasting. So I'll do that as well. Do that up there. There we go. Okay, well, with that all said, let's give it a try and see if that does fix the other issue we had earlier. So I'll go back into here, we'll go into levels, we'll go into here, and then we'll go into here, we'll hold down Q and see if we still get the E issue when we do the spellcasting. So E, out of range, yep, no longer does it do it. Or you can't see it, but you can see the things at the bottom. It doesn't happen. And we can't, hold on. We can cast spell? Yes, indeed, that's the name of the game here. You spell cast via typing to the beat. And I wanted to make sure that when the spell casting happened, it did take input, and it's not. When you're spellcasting now, you're locked out of the game. So the player can't move around, the player can't teleport if you have the cheats enabled. So now we should be good to go. It should now lock the player in place and not allow them to do anything until the game's either over or until you click escape and try again. So we're good to go in that aspect too. So that also fixes a back-end problem. So I'll move you back into Obsidian here. And interaction still enabled when player is spellcasting. That can now be enabled off there. And then I'll go ahead as well and do this guy here and do, let's see. Spellcasting no longer interacts while in game. There we are. I'll also save that commit and push that guy as well. Lovely. And makes sense, big bean play on words. Oh, you know what? That's a fair point. I didn't even think about it. Spellcasting. You're casting spells. You're spelling out the letter. That's good. I didn't even think of that. That's good. I didn't even realize the pun potential. That's good. That works out in my favor. Lovely. And hi, is it 4? Welcome in 4 possibly. Welcome in string. Welcome in. Ah, no, don't do. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Took you a while? I didn't do it on purpose. It just happened to be. And go to channels and roles and at the top and scroll down till you see game design. Hold on, did I miss anything? How do I get the game design? Hold on, let's see. Where did I miss it at? Let's see. If I scroll down a little bit, where do I see? Oh, I did see that one there. Nope, I'm missing it a little bit. That wasn't intentional, isn't it? That's wild, I tell you. And Flory, I'm not sure where you're getting at. I'm not sure why you're quite panicking, but it is coming off a little bit spammy, so I ask that you tone it down just a little bit. Since also, don't know why you're panicking. It makes me panic. And let's see here. I can't get to the question that was asked earlier. Maybe if I click this guy here, nope, it doesn't allow me to go back up, but I'm hoping Manafi was able to solve the question you had, and I'm disappointed in you. Hold on now, I'm a little bit pun blind sometimes, a bit here and there, and the best type of puns are the ones that aren't intentional. It was lovely, I tell you. Let me get water here, and then we can see. There we are, and I know. Oh boy, I make puns in my sleep. That's just how good I am. Let's see here. Now we have to deal with well, actually, you know what? This here I can deal with sometime. So let's do the other implementation. I thought it was the premise of the idea. No. No, it is not. The reason why the game deals with spell casting is because initially, if I go to my games here, I had a game that you typed out in the console. So you typed out ingredients in order to make the food. So that's where the typing and making the food came into place. But I like magic, I like fantasy, so I added a wizardy aspect to it and added the necromancy. So no, not at all. And let's see. And yeah, I'm still not quite getting what you're at for. Oh my, and I did read that as well. Lovely. Alrighty then, where were we? If I go ahead and do, still not quite. I will say, well, actually, I don't quite know, but I don't know the route you're going here, but I guess again, you stop it or you'll be timed out. You have been warned, very much indeed. Now, where were we here? I will deal with the calibration off screen. Let's continue working on the implementation of the ghost, shall we? Let's see, we'll go into concepts here, and then we'll go into this guy here. So, we have one more thing to do, aside from the regular, or the ghost, what's the word I'm looking for? Aside from the other ideas we have when it came to Ghost, I've been working on this game since last year, and through it, it's gone through a big transformation, and since then, the way the rhythm game works has changed, so now we're re-implementing in the Ghost, and spellcasting Necrotype Cafe, many types of mages, and so many, no nice, no aggression, I tell you. Again, very peaceful. Let's see. We were looking, let's see. Our ideas here. And hi, Laughing is it Laughing Umbra? Welcome industry. Welcome in. And nice. There's always what I tell you. welcome in. And you're like, that's yesterday. You make it sound like a holiday. We were implementing the old ideas that happened when it came to the Ghost, and once I'm thinking, actually, and what I think would be a good idea is that once we add in the last feature that was in the game originally, I will work on the calibration bug, and then we'll release it onto the itch again, and then we'll add in the new feature ideas that we had about the Ghost. I think that'll be a good idea. And a world would be a peaceful person, have 2 chaos emotes. You listen here, alright? I am not to be held liable for my decisions. In order to have, you know... I'll come up with an excuse in a few days. Just give me a second. Come back tomorrow. Oh boy. And let's see here. We have already added the feature to spawn in the Ghost, as well as banish them, rotate them. Lastly, we have to add in the idea of making the customers uncomfortable, because ghosts creep out the customers a little bit here and there. So the hope is that our ghost, our little ghosty guy here, he has an aura, and the hope is that when a customer is in the, oh, hold on, I grabbed too much. When the customer is in the ghost aura, so we have our little ghost here and we have the customer, when the customer's in the ghost aura, they get a little creeped out, so their timer changes. Their timer gets updated a little bit faster or slower depending on how fearful they are of ghost. That's what we'll be adding now. And I'm not to be held liable for my... Hold on. That's a new word. And ghost is aura. Oh boy. Let's see. Let me grab that word. I'm quite curious on that one is. We already have arduous. This one is, let's see. Distations, likely desertions. Oh, I see. What an executive order. That sounds about right. Oh boy. And oh boy, that must just came up so late. Oh boy, well thank you, Frost. With that said, the good news is, for the most part, the ghost, as I said before, this was an old feature, so we should be able to clean it up. We should already have it here. It's just unlinked and we have to fix it. For example, if we go into our ghost, what you should be able to see is that our ghost here, little ghosty guy, hold on, if I move over here, you can see we have a status radius, this guy right here. And the status radius will be responsible for acknowledging when a customer is in its radius and when it's not. So if I just move our status, let's see here, our status radius, I want to move it to the other positions. Let's see, you're there, our status radius, where are you at? I want to move the status radius down. I want to grab you here, you good sir, and I want to move you into here. There we are, that about there. The idea is that when customers are in this purple pink area, that they get a little bit of the creeps and thinking it's hard. Oh boy. And this might be too much of a scope creep, but will there be other types of ghosts and or other types of entities? I would love to have other types of ghosts. For example, at the moment, each customer is associated with a different type of flavor. I would love it if for some ghost, you have to feed them a bitter memory versus a sweet memory, depending on what type of banishment you'd have to do. But that would be a little bit too scope creepy. So for the moment, you just feed them something memory, they're good to go. But in the future, soon TM, maybe during an update, I would like it to, if you could have different ghosts that need different things. You have to tend to their needs depending on what they need. I would really like that. Right now, at least, the customers are a little bit like that, where you have to feed them certain flavors because of their certain wizard class. I'd like to do the same for ghosts, but do a little bit of fun talking about it. Let's see here. I can do that as well. Thinking is hard. Message and internet. It's super duper choppy. I say, well, no worries at all, Frost. And noise. Yeah, I'm excited. I really don't want to something happen in 5 minutes ago. No worries at all. With that said, though, let's take a look at our ghost here. And our ghost should have a function that detects when a customer is in range. So let's see here. We have an update animation. Oh, no, that's not in the... Hold on. Okay, we're good. Start banishment. We have tracking player location. And we should have one for tracking customer fear, which we do. So we should have one that says on status radius entered, and if it's a customer, we apply the ghost effect to the customer. If the customer left, then if it is a customer, we diffuse it, and then we also clear all customers of range effect. So now we have to check to see if this signal is still connected or not. I'm not too sure, so we'll see. If we go into here and we do Control-Shift-F again, we should be able to find when this guy connects. So we have emit, and then we have connect. So if we go to connect here and we go to apply ghost effect on our customer, we do some things already. So my question then is, may chance, this will work right off the bat and we won't have to worry about it. Maybe it's already good to go. The old code stands up. I don't know, but we could see. So what I'll go ahead and do is, well, actually, hold on. Before that, just checking with the customer again. We have apply ghost status. So yeah, let's see if it does do the thing. If it does happen to be the case that it already works right off the bat. Oh, you know what we'll do as well? We'll also add in a guide to tell us what's going on. So for our ghost here, we'll also have a print for the customer that has entered and exited. So we'll go ahead and have here and apply ghost to customer effect. And we're going to say the customer name. So we'll do customer dot, or body dot name. So body dot parent dot name. And we also need to do body dot parent, I believe. Body dot parent. Because I think that's how it does it. Get parent. Body dot get parent. So if we do body dot get parent and body dot get parent here, I think that's how it works. Body dot get parent. Oh, hold on. Body dot get parent. And then you would do body, not body dot parent. It'd be body dot get parent. So hold on, body dot get parent, I think is the one we have to look for, and that's a comma. We need a period. Excuses. Oh boy, I do appreciate you coming here just to moderate alone, Frost. Let's see. So body dot get parent and customers range append. And if we do this guy here, let's see, this guy here, and we do this guy here, I think that solves it. The body parent. Truthfully, we could also do to check up here that we won't have to move it, but it's okay. What we'll do is say body dot get parent. And let's see, we'll do a plus, and then we'll say, has entered the ghost range, or has entered the ghost aura. How about that? Has entered the ghost aura. And then we'll have another one that just says, has exited the ghost aura. So one for enter, one for exit. Has exited the ghost aura. Something like that there. And then we'll click on play here, and let's see how well it does. So if I go ahead and do this guy here, we'll go ahead and hide and show. So this guy to this guy. Let's see. Are the ghosts going to steal your knowledge? No, they're just here for a good time. They're ghosts. They don't have anywhere to be. No, they don't steal your knowledge. They steal your time. They steal what time you have left because they're jealous of your time. Because they're dead now. I can see that being the case. Let me get some tea here. Oh, you know something else? We forgot to enable the collision shape. So let me do that too. Project name, visual collision shapes. Okay, now let's give it a go. If I click play on here, let's see what's going on. If I click you, and then I click you, let's go ahead and have our ghost spawn. So spawn in a ghost. Now we're going to spawn in a customer. Alrighty, customer, you get to be our guinea pig. Go ahead and have a seat. And we can see it says customer has entered, and customer, okay, hold on. Customer has entered, and then it should say customer has exited. But I'm not seeing the customer has exited. Hold your horses here. Seeing customer's target. Yes. So customer has entered. I'm not seeing customer has exited, though. Alrighty, ghosty boy, come over here. Let's see. So if you go into range here, customer, it should be customer has entered, and we have, let's see, ghost has been rotated. Pawn, ghost has entered. Nope, we're not getting any notification here. We got it for the first time, but not afterwards. So something's a little off, and this ghost stole your drip. They steal the aura. Let's see. We'll go ahead and close this guy here. And maybe I was wrong about the get parent part, possibly. And does this hurt the customer? No. The idea is that it just goes off of vibes. So the hope is, or the idea is that the ghost emit a sort of chill in the area. And the gift just give you an uncomfortable feeling, like you're being watched. So it doesn't hurt them, it just kind of creeps them out. That's the hope of the customers, that it doesn't hurt, it's just a little uncomfortable. That's why their patient meter runs out very fast when it comes to everything else. So I'll do this guy here. I just want to make sure the body part isn't the reason why. So we'll do body get name or body.name. See if that is the issue. The design is very human indeed. Super duper, I tell you. Don't worry, the customers aren't getting harmed, they're just a little bit uncomfortable. And another reason I said it this way is that if we look at a profile, so profile here, for our customers, you should be able to see, for example, our Medimancer, their ghost fear is very high. But for our Necromancers who can see the ghost, they don't have a fear. That's why I have the fear radius idea. And don't you worry, the ghosts are all right. They're a-okay. Everyone's having fun together. Let's see. Let's go to here. Then we'll go to here. We'll spawn in the ghost here. And let's see if doing it this way works out a little bit better. Spawn in customer here. We'll have the customer sit down, go on and do that. And then we'll have our ghosts. Let's see. Yep. All right. Do you enter vision? No. You are not detecting our customers. That's okay. Let's double check to make sure the radius is also detecting it. So if we go into our ghost here, we should see in our status radius a mask. So it lives on the layer of, it shouldn't live anywhere. It should just be able to tell about the customers. As our vision layer should just be able to tell about the player. So, oh, hold on. Is that monitoring? There we are. That would work. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? I believe Gabby wants the customers to be harmed. That'd be more accurate to IRL waiters. Oh, hold on now. She's the chef. She's the waiter. She's the
Cat
host.
sat on
She wants
keyboard,
everyone
just
to come.
redeemed hydrate.
And thank you for the redeem, Cat sat on keyboard. Let me get some water here. And maybe the customer doesn't believe in ghosts and therefore can't be affected. Yeah, that could be a fun one too. Or maybe they're just too cool for school and that's why they don't get affected. I could see that being the case for certain wizard class as well. Let's see. Let me get some water here. I could certainly see some wizards having a high fear, a low fear, and then no fear. The Necromancers innately don't have one just because they're Necromancers. They deal with ghosts all the time, and unlike Gabby, Gabby's the oddball here. She has an irrational fear when she really shouldn't. That's the only reason Gabby's the way she is. And that's also one of the reasons why she doesn't want to become a Necromancer for life, because then she'd have to deal with ghosts, and she doesn't want to deal with ghosts. That's the entire reason why. And you can see customer has entered, customer has exited, customer has entered. Good, lovely. It looks like it's working then. And maybe they're so energetic the ghosts are free to haunt them. Listen, this guy right here, I don't like his energy. And always wonderful to hang out with y'all. Well, I see. I'm feeling kind of physically under the weather. No worries at all. Frost and allergies. Oh, allergies, I tell you. I hope you feel better soon. I hope you're able to maybe get some tea, or maybe a little bit of honey or lemon. And I hope you feel well soon. And I hope you have a lovely, lovely day or night, maybe, because of time zones. But have a good one. And Gabby, why are you freaking out? There's ghosts everywhere! Exactly. Let me get some tea. Speaking of tea, let's see. Tasty. And Necromancers exist but refuse to believe in ghosts. Big brain. Oh, she believes in them. She believes in them too much. That's the issue here. So let's see. In our cafe, I'm hoping, and I'm closing my fingers here. I think we should be good to go. We'll do another test here, and we'll spawn in a few customers, just a few, to see if the timer works now. If the timer's working properly, what you should also be able to see is, hopefully, that our ghost fear should have a percentage. So if we go to our customer profile, for example here, and we go to our fear meter, so eating speed, reading speed, our fear. You can see lowest 2, moderate 3, highest 5, and then if we go into our customer profile itself, so our customer guy here, we should have, you can see ghost and range append. We have a modulator to change the color, and then we have a is fear. And then what we should have is a modifier. So let's see here. If is feared equals true. So let's see, Control Shift F, fine. When are we using if is feared equals true? If is feared, here we are. If is feared, we grab the ghost fear profile and we use that to modify it. So it modifies it depending on the seconds, and then we subtract divided by that. Well, not divided, but subtract it. There we are. Different words and time zones are a scam into my big clock to sell more time. Oh boy. And you see suggestions? Global greeting time says the moment someone joins in the morning and when they leave is night. Oh no, I haven't I'll have to check. I didn't see that at all. And so you can say good morning to everyone they join and good night to everyone they leave, regardless of what time it is. I see. Well, some people have like doctor's appointments or something, so I don't like going to assume like right initially, but I do get what you're saying too. And also, some people are night owls like me, and they join on streams when it's like 2 a.m. in the morning. So there's that too. Oh boy. We'll go ahead and close this guy, and let's do a test to see about our timers and if the timers are being modified correctly. So we'll go into here, go to here, and we'll go ahead and spawn in our customer again. So spawn in our customer. We have a Necromancer who has high fear. We'll also spawn in a customer. Now let's see. I need to print the profile list. So we'll go ahead and do a subtraction. So we'll do print profile, customer profiles, because I want to spawn in a Necromancer and also a Necromancer. So then when we spawn in our customer, we'll grab the profile and we'll do a Necromancer. So spawn in Necromancer. So we have a Necromancer here. And we also have a Necromancer. So the hope is that you can see, if I click on this guy here, their timers, their patients, and if I make sure that they're both waiting on their order, there we go, they have meters. And the hope is that when it goes to spawn, oh, hold on, we need to grab a another customer too. So let me grab a spawn customer here, Necromancer, and you, perfect, wonderful. Okay, so these two customers will be in range, and we'll keep this guy here not in range, just to compare the two. Let's go ahead and spawn in our ghost. So spawn in the ghost guy, and let's see. And what's up, Yap Giraffe? Hi, sweetheart. Welcome into stream. Welcome in. And now the doctor, I would assume. And where did doctor's appointment come from? I'm just saying if people are busy during the day. All right, customer, let's see. If I bring this ghost here and into the radius, so slowly, these two customers should be affected. And look at the two timers. You have your regular timer at the bottom left, and then when they're affected by the ghost, you can see at the top right. I think the last thing we should do is add a color for when they're affected by the ghost, so we can tell 100% sure if they're being affected by the radius. But you can certainly see how having a ghost in the radius would make it difficult, because this customer here is afraid of it, and their timer goes out very fast, and they get very angry, and they leave. That's what that's there for. We're going to have to modify it, I think, a little bit, but you can see as well, Necromancers, nah, they've been through this before. But if we just go over to this guy a little bit, now it goes down super duper fast. So usually the sweet customers are Necromancers who are patient, no longer patient. And when we leave the radius, they should go back to their normal, you can see slow deduction, and then speedy deduction when they're in the range. So this is working as it was before. Good news is that we just have to plug and play, which is really good to hear. Alrighty then. Let's add a way to show that the ghosts or the customers are being affected with their meter. So what I'm thinking is, and I'm curious to see as well, our patience bar. So our patience bar, let's see, meter, can we call it meter or bar possibly? That's not how you spell bar. We're using a white circle. So I'm curious to see on our customer patience bar. If we go to this guy here, it's going to be our status label if I had to guess. Oh, no. It's going to be our profile. Customer profile. This guy, let's see. No, not profile. We need to look at, let's see. Customer something. It's customer something. Customer progress tab, possibly, maybe. And, oh, hold on. Let me grab that. Thank you, Matt, for the subscription on YouTube. Thank you. And welcome into stream. Welcome into seeing if we can figure this out in Yap speed. We're exactly check. I feel like the moment I get on a roll, then the yapping becomes a lot because I get excited. So let's see here. I'm thinking what will have happen is our customer tab, our customer status icon. We're looking for a specific customer one. We have customer state manager, customer profile. Nope, customer progress tab. That's what it's called. This guy here. This customer progress tab has a little timer here. And depending on what the timer is, so you can see, let's see, modulate here. Nope. We're looking for our timer itself. Progress. We should change the progress color depending on what it is, what the customer's doing. And the flow state has been replaced by the yap state. Exactly! The yap state is what it is, I tell ya. What we'll do is, we'll say a function for change color depending on status, something like that. So I'm thinking function, and then we're going to have it say update, timer color, something like that. Update timer color. And hi Grox, and hi Alex. Welcome into stream. Welcome in. Hi hello to both of you. Welcome into stream. Let's see here. Update timer color. And then what we're going to have, or what we're going to say is, we're going to say, let's see. We'll do it by the customer. So customer, and let's see, customer to be updated is not equal to customer. So customer cus, well, it's customer to be updated. That should work out well. Oh, so many people I see. Well, hi. Was it Vinny? Welcome into stream as well. Welcome in. I feel like I've read that name before. Let me double check. Yes, indeedy. Welcome back to you as well. Let's see here. We'll grab our customer to be, and I just do this check to see because I'm going to do it as a signal. So we'll do a void here, and then we'll do it if customer to be updated is not equal to customer. Then we just say don't do anything. Otherwise, we're going to take our timer here. So timer dot progress, or timer dot, let's see, timer dot, I'm guessing tint maybe? What are you called? Timer dot tint. You do have a timer, don't you? You are said here. Let's just double check here. Timer panel. You should have a little timer guy. Patience meter. Patience meter dot. Let's see. Patience meter dot. And then let's see. Is it going to be dot tint possibly? Dot tint progress. And this is where we set the color. And hi. Is it hybrid low? Possibly. Hybrid low. That's my guess. I could certainly try again if I butchered it. Welcome into the stream, and thank you for the follow. Welcome into colors. My favorite part. After this guy here, what we'll have happen, or what we'll have is, well, there's a few things we could do. We could have a certain specific color set for whatever customer profile it is, and I think that could be fun. And I'm quite amazed at the ability to rap. Will you rap? Yeah, well, coding. The issue is just I tend to butcher my words the faster I go. Oh boy. But I'm glad that I'm amazed too. That's always nice to hear. What we'll do is patience meter dot tint dot progress. And what I'm thinking is, depending on if the customer is feared or if not, or something of this case, I think that could work out well. Now, the question is, because if we click on our customer profile just in general, so if I go back to our profile here, you can see, for example, our Tutorimancer doesn't have a fear. Our Medimancer has a high fear. So should the fear meter have a different color depending on their fear level? I don't think so. I think if they're affected, so if they're feared, but their feared level is 0, then we say they're in the radius, but nothing's happening. And if they are feared and the fear is really intense, then maybe we can change the color. And we are all ducks, quack! And it's actually a real coding method. Yes, indeed. The rubber duck method. I have heard of it before. It's commonly known as the rubber, yeah, I said that. There we are, rubber duck method. And you're doing blah, 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 blah. You are doing relatively good on words today. I'm gonna need you to rethink your words, check. Oh boy. It's called jinxing it. We are going to do an export var. We are going to call it fear color, and yeah, timer fear color. So timer fear color. We're going to call it regular. Let's see. I'll do. Well, save meter. I think that's better. Meter fear color is what we'll call it. So METR. Meter fear color. We're going to set it to our color, and then we're going to have that there. We're then also going to duplicate this guy. So we're going to say our regular meter color, and then we're also going to have a meter immune color. So IMMUNE. Meter immune color. We'll have these 3 guys, and then we'll check to see, depending on their fear rate. And I may have spoken a smidge too soon, just a little bit. Just a little bit, I tell you. And the stream gives daddy's working at training the kids while mom's away vibes. I haven't heard that one before. It reminds me of, are you winning, son? That's what I hear when I see that. And it's not about the words, it's about the code. Glad I'm not the only one who just brain dumps when scripting. Well, welcome in, suddenly, Matt. And I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I do find when I speak it aloud, it's easier for me to think it out. Though I do have times where I program, and my programming's just a little bit on the idea of, hold on, let me think a little bit. It depends. Sometimes my flow state happens best when I'm quiet. Other times when I'm doing it like this, it happens a little bit easier. So what we'll say, what we'll have happen is, if the customer to be updated is not equal to the customer, next what we'll check is if our customer dot is feared, and we'll actually say if the customer is not feared. So if they're not feared, well, we won't have the color change. So if the customer's not feared, we'll do a return, and we'll also change the progress tint meter to you here. So you go there, and we're going to have you equal to our meter color. That guy there. And then what we'll say is if customer dot profile and then dot fear, ghost fear equals, and we're going to say our customer profile, I believe, customer profile dot fear, ghost fear dot, and then we're going to say none. So if that's not none, where, how did I type that? I mean, N is close to B. Okay. I is close to O. Okay. Oh, I'm okay with that. That the letters are pretty close. N-O-N-E. There you go. Else. There you go. And then from there, we'll just put this here. We'll put this there. And then we'll just say, let's see, we'll have our color, and it's going to be our, let's see, not our meter color. We're going to have it as our immune color here. And then we're going to have our meter fear color. So, beep. Or bibe. Oh boy. Our meter color here, we're going to set it to the fear color. Oh boy. After that, I'm going to grab our progress color here. We're going to select it, and we're going to use this as our regular meter color. I'm also going to set this guy as the above one, so hold on. We have our typical meter color, so we'll go ahead and do this here, and we'll set this here. I also want to do an export category. I think that's how you do it, export category. Here we are. And I want to call it here, I want to label it as meter colors. So we'll say meter colors.
Just redeemed hydrate.
Hydration, sure. Meter colors, is that how you'd say it? Is that it? Nope, nope, you need to be in string. I see, hold on. Nope, that's not right. That's also not right. There we go, meter colors, there you are. Good, lovely, now they're separated. And give Bobby's water too, sure. And only 5 others than Eris can fit that. Oh boy, let me get that water. Let's see. Bobby with water too. I told you already, he's hooked up to a water machine already. He's good to go. And look, there you are. He's telling you right now that if you don't have water on hand, get ready to get some water. We'll see if we can finish this. The first timer, the first notice happens at 5 minutes. So we have about 5 minutes before it forces me, but we'll see. I'll go ahead and place this in here. So this is the regular meter color. I'll also set this guy here for our fear color and also our immune color. So what I'm going to do is if they're fearful, I'm thinking what we can have happen is, let's see. Maybe we up it a little bit. Maybe we go a little bit more into, or maybe we go colder. Maybe we go for a colder color. So if they're afraid, maybe we can have this color. Maybe like a purplish pink. We can always change the colors later. But if they're fearful, then the color changes to purple. But if they're immune, then the color changes to like a gray color. And I don't know if I can spot a gray color here. It needs to be like a gray color. I might just have to grab a gray color. Gray, green color. Let's see, gray, green color. Hex. Let's see. Let's go for a, that one looks pretty fine. 5E716A. There we are. That color there could work out, possibly. You can also abuse color.gray. I don't know, can you do color.gray here? color.gray? Oh, wait, no, hold on. I don't think that worked. Maybe it did and I didn't see it. Maybe, possibly, hold on. Color.gray. Does that work? No, it does not. That's just a little unfortunate, but that's okay. Let's see. I had the other color here too, but it disappeared a little bit, which is okay as well. Let's see. That's a pretty gray color. You know what? Let's go with that color there. And you can also, I did read that, and as I'm terrible at colors and art, I have never heard, well, I do know about the color dot ones in code, but I don't know about if you can set them up here. And let's see. Not now, Bobby. Bobby's cooking. The sick fire flames, the sick beat. Oh boy, and my robot jump doesn't look like the character is made of metal. Usually when it comes to robot jumps, you want to do something that's a little bit more stiff and clanky from what I've seen. And I'm not sure, honestly, I usually use it right in the code. Yes, I do use it in some areas of the code, but since I'm modifying them up here with the @export variable, I'm using you can't see it because it doesn't pop up just because of the way OBS is, but I'm using a color wheel. I'm using it color wheel. However, there are places where I do use it. For example, if I go to utility here, you should be able to see. Let's see if I go down here to our color values. Hold on, here. Color dot crimson, green, yellow. And I can also show you this too. If I bring you into Obsidian here and add a very subtle screen shake when they land. Yeah, that too, yeah. Impact for their strings. I can show you, let's see, Obsidian extras. I should have it as a bookmark. Ah, yes, indeedy. There's also files you can find that show off the colors. Now, it won't let me zoom in, but hopefully you can see it, where there's a whole panel of what colors do what. So you can also use these instead if you're not sure what colors, which I think is quite neat. So let's go back into this here. And oh, Nito, I have the bookmark too. Yeah, it helps a lot, especially when I'm quick referencing. Another new feature Godot added recently is that you can now do the color in the code, which I think is super duper neat. I don't know if I have it on hand. I think it's in the item. If we go to our item GD, this guy here, nope, it's not in here. Hold on, let's see. Item. What would it be if not an item? Maybe a product or no? It'd be something else, but there's a way you can do it in the code now. Let's see if it allows me to do it here. Color, color, and then something color here. If I do like a, let's see, var, my, and then do color, equal to color, and then I have it as, nope. But there's a way to do it. I did it before. It's a new feature in Godot 4.5, and I'm in Godot 4.5, but I still don't know quite how to activate it. But there's a way you can now choose the colors in the code, which I think is super duper nice. And okay, fine, all right, Bobby, I understand. There you go. We'll do it now. We'll do it now, and then we'll wait on the test. Now, question is color 8. Is it color 8? Hold on, let's see. Color 8? Color 8? Color 8? Nope, that's not it. There's a little box that shows up. I don't remember where. You're not crazy, I've seen it too, but I also can't remember. Yeah, there's a way to activate it. I just don't remember. Poppy needs his ad, buddy. Oh boy, he's too good at his job and remembering the time. Let's see, item, oh, interactable possibly? Is it you? No, it's somewhere here I set the color and I use that new feature, but I can't exactly remember. Control Shift F. Maybe if I do color here, where do we use color at? Okay, oh, let's not do that. That's a 556. Oh, that's a lot. And mine shows up when I do color 8, huh? I'll check my project. Sure, yeah. There's a little box that appears, and I'm just wondering where we do the modulate. Maybe I can do that. Control F, M-O-D, oh, no, not that. Control Shift F, M-O-D-U-L-A-T-E. Maybe if I search it by modulate, we might be able to find it. Nope, not that there, not that there. There's a certain modulate one here. Nope, not that as well. Not that. Oh, this right here. It shows up like this. I don't know how to get to appear, but there's a way that you can also use the color wheel in the code itself, and it'll automatically update the color depending on what you select for the color wheel, which I think is super neat, but I just don't know how to do it on command. That's the hard part here, but it does exist. Let's see. And also, I don't know why this isn't spaced out. How odd. Interesting. Oh, hold on. The color doesn't seem right as well. Undo the color. Oh, I guess not. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do that there. You need to be... Oh, never mind. This isn't my code. That's why. I'm not touching it. I don't know what you are. You are not mine. Therefore, I leave. Nope, don't say discard. Discard the changes. I have no idea where you are, how you got there. You don't do var name color equals color. You just do var name equals color. Hold on. Border close. I have no idea where you came from. Let's see here. Var name and then equal to color. Maybe if I do, let's see. Var test equals color. Enter. No, that doesn't work either. It's something, but that didn't work on my end. Oh, you need to add the brackets. Hold on. Color and then brackets. Oh, I see. Lovely. Thank you for that one. I will keep that in mind then, as that is super duper handy. Okay. Lovely. Okay, good. Now we know how to activate it, which is great. So thank you, Banavi. Alrighty then, let me get some water here while we still have a little bit of time for the ads. Alrighty, water has been acquired. I still have not touched my lemonade either, which is surprising, but I have too many liquids today. I have two things of water, one thing of lemonade, and then also one tea here, and I've only finished a bottle of water. So only one of them has been completed. Let me get some tea too. Tea is good to go. Lovely. Well, welcome back from the ad break. We figured it out. To those that are curious, if you want the color wheel to show up in code, what you have to do is what was suggested by Banafi is you have to do, let's see, you do var, you would do the variable you would have, and actually, let me see as well. If I just do var test, and then we do color here, and I do the color here, we do the bracket, that works too. That's okay. But you would do a bracket at the end, and then it allows you, if you click that box, a color wheel will show up, and then you can select the color wheel depending on what color you want, and it'll modify it in code. And no coffee? No, what the thing is, I don't like having coffee back to back. And since I always have a morning coffee, it feels weird to do coffee next to coffee, especially if stream happens close to when I have that morning coffee. And I feel like I should go back on my code myself. Well, the thing is, there's always something new. But what is the specific part is that if your Godot is not version 4.5, then you can't do this. This is a new feature that was added very recently. Let me go ahead and remove this guy as well. Alrighty then. With that said, let's see. Now, I'm quite curious to see. Let's see if I can do the predictions right. Prediction. There we are. / prediction, enter. And we're going to do a start prediction. And then let's see. We're going to do something pre-work. And let's see. Crash will work, previous prediction outcomes. Let's see. Will work, and we'll just say won't work instead. Won't work. We'll give you a total of a minute, and then we'll do it and see how well it goes. Start prediction. Alrighty, prediction should be on screen. I am asking the question of, by changing the values we had earlier, so this customer progress tab, and having these 3 colors, do you think when I click on play that the meters are going to work, or are they not going to work? So does this code work, or is it not going to work when I click on play? That is a question I'm asking. But while that is being answered, let me go ahead and get some water. And then we'll see if it does go through. Let's see here. Alrighty, good to go. I think it is going to work. I can believe it. I believe when I see it, and I do agree. I think it'll be the case. It'll work out though. I'm a little saddened that 33% of you don't think it will. 28%, it's going down. It will work. Why is the will work going up? Hold on now. It's going up so much. All right then. I'm here to prove you all wrong. The prediction. I put a Twitch prediction in to see if will work, won't work. 83% said won't work. So let's see. It says people in my region can't bet money. No! Well, this is fake money. So hopefully, I believe in you this time, Iris. You better not feel. Hold on! Hold on! And hi, suddenly mad. Thank you for the follow. Alrighty, I meant to do it on will. Okay, I believe in you. However, you know, the number beside your name is saying differently. I like how it can call you out. It lets me know. Oh, that's wonderful. Puts a nice badge right next to the name. Oh, that's great. And okay, I had to swap over here to Twitch from YouTube because it's easier to watch. Well, welcome from the other side. And again, thank you for the follow. I see. Alrighty then. I will accept it. Don't you worry. Alrighty then. Let's spawn in our customer here. We'll go ahead and, oh, hold on. Let me turn off the thing so that we don't have to see all the collision shapes. So visible collision shapes, turn off. Okay, I got a good feeling about this one. Previously, I've been wrong and I got out of points. I see. No gambling for you, but that's okay. There will be other times, I assure you, where we'll give a good old try. So we have 1 here. We're going to seat you. We're going to do another 2 here. We're going to seat you. We're going to do another 2 here. You're also going to get seated, hopefully somewhere nearish. Alrighty, so we should have not affected, affected, and good to go. And we'll have these 2 guys here, and we'll have these 2 guys here. So far, so good. We can see they're all green. What we expect to happen, and the shiny badge prevents the snitch. I still want to win. I don't know if I can undo your vote, Catonic, but are you just hoping for my downfall now? I know it doesn't. You just have to reload the chat. I see. For the badger, what exactly? So what will have happen is we'll go ahead and spawn in the ghost. What we are hoping to, before it happens, we want this guy to stay green. This one on the left is going to go and become the color purple, I believe. And the one on the right here is going to become silver. That's the hope. And I wish I could revote. I don't know if there's a way to give the points back, but if I could, I would. Because you'll need them. You won't be right. That's the thing. Spawn in the ghost. Summon them. Go, ghost. Go. She'll be right. Okay. So, you know. How? I am so confused. Well then. Well, this is what I get for leading. It didn't work. Losing my points, but I'll be. One day I'll be right. One day, I assure you. But it didn't work, so the outcome was it didn't work. Won't work. There you are. And do I win points now? Yes, you do. You win points because it didn't work. Oh boy, I would have lost my money on that. I would have too. I believed with all of my heart. Stonks. Yep. So those 5. Yep. There you are. There are your stonks. Oh boy. So now the question becomes, why didn't it work? Why? Yeah, why, huh? Oh boy, let's see. Customer meter is immune to ghost fear. My guess is that this is just going to be the case here. So customer.profile.ghostfear equals none. Yeah, I'm going to have it print here what it's saying exactly. So let's see. If customer is feared, return. Oh, no. If customer is not feared, return. I want to print out this bool case. Let's go in a little bit and see why. Oh boy. And just double checking, the colors were set, right? Yes, they were set. Oh boy. An EP, one step closer, word ban, and our voice act. Oh boy. Your accidental gateway of victory. Is the updated timer color even called? Well, this is in the... Okay, so... Technically, maybe it does work, and I could have sworn. I can't. It's against the rules. I thought I added it. I did it. Oh boy. Hold on. Utility dot update. And then we need to make a signal. I made it, but I didn't connect it. All right, you know what? How about this? Oh boy. If it happens to be the case, right, that we fix it, do you think it's going to work then? If it's connected, do you think? How about that? While I'm fixing this. If the signal is connected, is it going to work? You know, had I that knowledge, I would have done it differently, oh boy. I think once we connect it, it'll be okay. We'll be good. Oh boy, we'll go ahead and go to this guy, copy him, go to here. We'll go ahead and then do customer to update. Do that guy there. Update timer color, customer to update color at. And you wait. Oh no, I can totally believe it. I put 4K into won't work. Oh boy, hold on. Interactable close, item close. Let's see, target manager. Okay, so then we go to our customer here. So on our customer, where are you at? Customer. And on the customer here, what we'll say is on our update patients bar, we'll do that there, and then we'll also set the thing here. So utility dot, that guy there, dot emit, and then we say self. Okay, now it should hopefully be paired up. Let's just double check, make sure. I have a print debug right there. Why didn't it say anything? Old man Cooter uses prints for everything. Hold on now. I live by the prints. They work, usually. If you do them correctly, you know, and I have high hopes that it will work so that people who got rigged their points. It wasn't rigged. It worked out as intended. It was my user error and the user error. I can't believe it wasn't even good. Well, you have a better chance now. Hold on. Oh boy. Okay, I'm just making sure. We admit it here, and then it goes to utility, and then on this utility, we actually should do customer to be updated. Customer _2 _b _ updated. Okay, breaking news, Eris took points from believers. Oh boy. Oh, I didn't need to, I tell you. And then it connects here. Okay, I have a good, as I said before, I would have lost points too. I don't have any skin in the game, but my reputation is on the line here. So in a way, you know, let's see. All right, spawning in customer. Let's go ahead and have you seated. Spawning in customer. Let's go ahead and have you seated. Spawning in customer. Let's go ahead and have you seated. I believe robbed in daylight. I would have won points. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. Hold on. Hold your horses here. Let's give it a try now. Okay, let's see. Customer, all green. I have hope this time. Let's go ahead and spawn in our ghosty boy. And ghosty boy here, purple. Look at that, all right? And purple. It's yes, and hold on. Did I change something else? Just double checking here. No, it yesn't works. It still didn't work entirely, so that counts as a loss. But it's starting to work. Oh boy. Yesent. There was no yesent option. What do you mean a loss? This is so stuffed. It didn't function the way we thought. I'm confused. confused why this guy here, the meter immune color does work if fear equals none. So why is why? That's what I never come back to the Cicero again. And there was no option for yes and yes, there was no option for yes and, but we said will work, won't work. It kind of works. So, you know, there wasn't an option for yes and. I don't know what to do. Oh no! Can I cancel the prediction? Does that work? Can I do that? Since yes, it did work a little bit. House always wins. This is a lesson. Oh boy, so we keep all our points. I think that's a good medium. And next time we'll just have a yesent. And it's closer to work than not work. Yeah, we'll say yesent, and because it's yesent, we'll just return all the points. There you go. There you are. We'll say that. I think that's fair. Alrighty then. So the question then becomes scam down points again. Oh no, no. There's no winning. Oh boy. No, I'm not. I am trying to be as honest as I can here. You know, this economy. I'm not trying to. Oh my. Yes, it feels right. And unbelievable. Hold on now. Let's aim for 0 for being scammed. One of these days I'm going to be right, and then you'll all see that you should have believed in me from the start. That's what'll happen. And it was Kara's fault. There is taking her points. Nope. It is Godot's fault. Blame Godot. You want to blame someone? Why is it not working though? That's the next question we have to ask. If customer profile dot ghost fear equals customer profile ghost non-fear, then we do meter immune color. Otherwise, we set it to meter fear color. So, why is it not working? Our customer progress tab has our immune color as this color here. Oh, I see. They both went purple, didn't they, for some reason? So something's off. Our fear color should go here if, no. Our immune color's there. If customer profile dot ghost fear equals ghost fear none. And if we go and check here for our ghost fear, we have ghost fear as naturally moderate. But for some reason, for some odd reason, let's say, I'm surprised though. I thought it would all or nothing work. It was either going to work or not work. It kind of worked. So I tell ya. Oh boy, let's go ahead and spawn in our customer. Let's see, customer 1. Then we're going to need you there. Go ahead and spawn in. We're going to need 2, and then we're also going to need 2 again. 99% of gamblers quit before they went big. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and spawn in customer 2 again. So we have 2 Necromancers. And double checking again, we can see you're green, and then you also should be green. This is the only one that should turn silver, but for some reason it's not turning silver, it's turning purple. So you're purple, that's good. We want it to be purple, and then we want this one to be gray. I didn't touch anything. Did it do it on its own? I'm confused, I'll be honest. Why is it working now? I didn't touch anything. We didn't even check to see what the problem was. It wasn't working like this. I don't know. I didn't do anything, and it's. Hold on now. Can't you tell I'm good luck? I don't know why it's doing it like this now. I didn't touch anything. But for some reason it works now. That's so weird. I don't get it. I'll be honest. Something changed, and now it wants to work correctly. Gray and silver, in and out. Weird, super duper weird. There was a yes. There was no yes, so no one wins. It works. Give me my points. I can't unredeem the points. But I don't know. I really don't know why now it wants to work. It's odd. And gimme. I would if I could, I assure you. I don't know why it's not what's working now. I'm confused. I truly am. But the good news is that it's working, right? And I've had issues where just restarting the engine to fix the issue. Yeah. And it's our dev artist musician scammers. Oh boy, another label to add. And I'm suspicious now. Code that magically works magically won't work later. Yeah, okay, you know what? We'll try again. Let's try again. Let's see. I'm not sure why, because there definitely wasn't a gray option. It just, both of them turned to purple. If I remember correctly, unless my memory fails me, I remember both of them being purple. Neither was gray. And make a prediction to replicate the error. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Yes. And then we have no. And then we're going to say yesn't. The pug up here. Oh boy. All right. Are we clear now? All right. I'm about to hear what happened again. Okay. Here we are. And no worries, Alex. Thanks for stopping by. I hope the unpacking isn't too stressful. I know I don't enjoy packing when it comes to moving and everything. So I hope it's relaxing and it's nice to clean up and everything. I hope you have a lovely time. Oh boy, and all this alongside, have you tried turning it on and off again? Oh, my mommy's altering the odds. You know what? I can believe it. I can believe it. Let me get some lemonade. Oh boy, let's see what happens now. Alrighty. Okay, I'm ready. I believe 110% even. That's how much I believe. Let's see here. Go to the back button here. Yes, indeed. Okay, so that guy will end soon, and then we'll spawn in the ghost. We have you here, we have you here, and we have you here. So again, just to clarify what should happen, and put 1K to yes, but I believe in you. Thank you, Chapel. Thank you. I believe. I tell you. The more you believe, the more money you lose. No, hold on. Okay, so what we expect to happen is this guy's going to go to gray. This guy's going to go to pink, and this one should stay green. That's what should happen. If only one of them happens, then it is yesn't. Just so we're clear, right? If only one happens, it's yesn't. If nothing happens, that's no. And if both work, then it's yes. That's what's happening. So let's go ahead and spawn the ghost. Let's see if it works. Hello, ghosty boy. We have gray, we have purple, which means I get to tell all of you. Well, I don't know how many people. Yes, it worked. It did work. Hold on. Yep, button there. Yes, there you go. And how can you believe? There we are. There you go. And it worked out. It worked out in the end. There we are. I'm quite happy with the summary. Oh, I can also see. I think Chapel's the only one that voted yes. So thank you, Chapel. Alrighty then. That ends that. And the question was if the bug. Break, but my apologies for your points. Oh man, I believe in you. Got it right. Still lost. This is so correct. Next time I'll read the question out aloud. Oh man, I thought this time for sure there's not going to be any errors, but no, again there was user error. Oh boy, this is I tell ya. That wild. Oh my, I wanted to get back to the viewers who got robbed them and their errors. You two win. Katana got it accidentally wrong first and then lose my points after, so I win. Oh boy. Well then, the good news is now that it's working, right? And since it's working, we can check it off the list. And now that it's working, we have to deal with the elephant in the room, or maybe we could call it the bug in the room. And that bug in the room is, if I go ahead and click on this guy here. Hold on, let me clear my nose. Oh boy. We're we're good now. And can't win ever. Even when you win, I can't win. I can't. That's the hardest thing. And was that a no? No! I learned! No! Not again! Not again, I tell you. Oh boy. When I click start, the game doesn't work for some reason. If I unmute it here, you'll be able to say Harrison no winning. But Nafi, I appreciate your hopes and dreams in me. I'm just realizing that my own hope, it still isn't enough. There's so much user error. And it's all me. Always has been. And hi, Star Curb. Welcome into stream. Welcome in. Oh boy, does it connect the code? Scan. Code doesn't work. Scan. Clicks the wrong answer. Scan. Hold on now. The thing is, no, there's no thing. I overlooked it. Oh boy, I don't know how it happened. It just did 3 times in a row. Oh boy. So, what we expect to happen? What the bug? Oh boy. If I click start, it's going to break. You know they say 4 times I jump. No! Not again. You can see nothing happens. You hear the music, you hear the calibration, but nothing happens. What should happen when we click on start is it should look like if I bring you into Obsidian here, and she's making a rhythm game and not a gambling game. Oh boy. This is why, you gotta stay away, and next prediction is gonna be yes, no, yes it is. Oh boy. Oh man, if it's continuous, I don't know about the 10 times, 3 times maybe, 3 times possibly. Well, not possibly, most certainly. Oh boy. What should happen when I click on calibration is you should see the skulls move. So if I click here, you see skulls move, and you can click them. But when we go into this here, for some reason, that's not happening. And I'm counting the previous streams. What happened to previous streams? Hold on now. Am I paying for past crimes? When I click calibration, I click start. It does not do that. So, what's the issue here? A new core mechanic for the game? Gambling. You know, I could see there being a case. I could see there being like a Necromancer maybe, and maybe you tell the no, hold on. That wouldn't work though. That wouldn't work. Maybe they bet on you to see what score you can get or something. I don't know. That does sound like a fun idea though. Oh boy. Saying that though, a Scammermancer. Let me grab that name. Thank you for the subscription, James. Welcome on YouTube side of things. Welcome to Scam. Oh my. So why is this guy not working? You can see it says calibration start here, and then it just decides, nah, I don't want to work anymore for some odd reason. So we might have to go bit by bit and dissect it that way. So if I Scampton. Oh boy, or you just have a customer called Scampton, geez, Scampton, and adding scammers to my Necromancer Rhythm Cafe. Oh boy, if I click start again, it says calibration start, and it says all of the numbers, but the numbers don't start. So what happens when we click start here? We'll need to go to the start screen. So I'll go ahead, I'll close everything out here, that way we can start off fresh and take a look at the calibration. So we'll close everything out. I'll go ahead and save this guy here. We'll go ahead and start, let's say, we'll make the backup, say, start of calibration. So calibration start, C-A-L-I-B-R-A-T-I-O-N, calibration start, and should you catch into the stream text? No! Oh boy, that'd be awful. I learned my lesson with Genshin. Never again, I tell you, never again. Oh boy, let's see, I'll move you here. So, what we need to do is we need to take a look at our calibration screen. So if I go to calibration here, we have our calibration screen. This guy right here, and you can see a few things going on here, and what we need to take a look at is when we press the start button, so wherever the start guy is, let's see, spellcasting minigame, nope, main menu button, nope, where's our start button? Start button. When the start button is pressed, if we go into our scripts here, we go into that script there, and even Gabby is shocked at the scams, look at her! That is a face of terror right there! I don't blame her one bit, it's scarier than Ghost. Let's see. We need to check for our signal skull or where that guy is at. So our signal here, if we go into nodes, we should be able to see signals on start button pressed. We hide the panel, we enter calibration, and we show the skulls. So let's go ahead and click on enter calibration here, and let's see what happens. We first print, that guy there does print the thing out. So something here is something in, oh, and even the dashes can be considered eyes. I see it. Oh, it's quite silly. Let's see here. I'm wondering, why is it angry? We see the notes. Oh, I remember why. I broke this a while ago, and I just never touched it again. I fixed the way, well, not I fixed, I broke it. I broke it. I burnt it down, I believe. The calibration system worked differently than the way the game functions. It functioned. So I decided to do it, I added it to the new system, but by adding it to the new system, it broke it. And I never went back to fix it once it was added to the new system. Hence why, when you click start, it breaks. It's not too happy, which is, oh, it's okay, it's acceptable, it's all right. Let's see if we can figure out what the issue is. It says, let's see, calibration start here. Back in our calibration screen, we won't need these skulls anymore, is the hope at least. The skulls shouldn't be needed, is what I believe at least. So I'll go ahead and hide the skulls because the skulls should no longer appear. We don't need them. And twist it, bop it, break it, scam it. Oh boy, we have our spellcasting minigame here, and this guy is the guy that we have to worry about. So to explain a little bit more, if I go into, oh boy, pull it. Let's see. I'll move you to up here, I think. And I'm going to go make tea. At least my kettle won't scam me. Oh boy, you ask for caffeine and it gives you decaf. Oh boy, scams everywhere. Oh boy. The way my old system worked is that we had 3 different skulls. So let me get you here, and you here. 3 different skulls, and they would rotate, and I'll add you here, and they would rotate, they would slide along, and they were in their own system. So this guy would go here, and then it gets selected, and then it would move back here, and this was the way the old system worked. However, my rhythm game itself doesn't work that way. The way it works is, we have the center, we have things that spawn, and it works like this, where it's just a straight line, and then new things are added, and it's just added straight. So, I think that's the reason why it's broken. That's the issue here. All in all, the skulls are going to need to be deleted, I think. And the good news is, if this is a mistake, if this is a horrible idea, we have a backup ready and prepared. So if all else fails, it's okay. We're okay. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all of these guys. We don't need them anymore. Hopefully, finger crossed. This key listener guy too, we don't need you anymore. You're okay. You're not needed either. We just need to grab our mini game here, I believe. And our mini game is going to have our key listeners and everything. So I'm just going to enable you. We'll hide you first, and let's see. And it's like rain. Rain, exactly what do you mean? Let's see. Let me go ahead and move you to here. And have to go, no worries at all. Check. Good luck with, actually, I don't think luck will help today. Luck has not been on my side. Oh boy, have a nice stream anyways. Well, thanks for coming, thanks for chatting, and I'm glad, in a way. But not being able to participate helped you. So I'm glad you didn't get affected. I hope your day goes lovely. Oh my. So let's see here. Oh, if we click on our spellcasting minigame, we're looking for the button. When we click on that button there, enter calibration. We set the map, we stop the music, we set the song, the map, we set it to play, we clear the notes, we append the notes, and then we start the calibration. That's what should happen. So my question then is, what's the issue here? If we go to our calibration screen, GD, show skulls. This should now not be a thing. Our skull guys, they don't exist anymore. So I'll go to this function here, the show skulls, hide skulls. We don't need you. We also don't need to move skulls because you're not a thing anymore. You're not here anymore. We shouldn't need this. Fingers crossed. And I'm just saying bye. Have a good day. Yeah. Oh, I did read that correctly. Okay, good. Lovely. I couldn't find this. No worries at all. Let's see. Show skulls here on main menu pressed. Hide skulls. That's not needed anymore. These guys should just be not a thing anymore. Beat past.
Move skulls, shouldn't need you anymore. That should be okay and good to go. And then we have hide skulls, should be good to go, and that be passed. No longer, and also our skull array and all of our skulls here. We don't have a skull array, so we can just remove you here. We shouldn't need our starting position, any of this for our skulls, because our skulls do not exist anymore. So we can move you here, and we have you here. Okay, dokie. So let's see. Oh, key UI also set you icon. Key UI should not be a thing. We should be okay there too. And we don't have a key listener. Let's see. Key listener here. Okay, good. Lovely. In that case, then, we have our labels, we have our results. This should be cleaned up, fingers crossed, hopefully. We'll also add in our, let's see. No, that's good to go. That's good to go there. All right. So what I'm thinking is, on main menu or on start pressed, we're going to do spellcasting minigame.show. So spellcasting minigame.show. And then on minigame or on calibration ended, hide the minigame. Let's do that first and see. So spell minigame, hide. Let's just see what happens if we do that there and see how well it plays out. As something's a little bit amiss, but that's okay. We can figure it out, I'm certain. So we'll go ahead and we'll go and, oh boy, we'll click on this guy here, click on that guy there, click on that guy there. And then we'll click on calibration. And when I click start, we should see the red, or not red, but purple circle pop up in the center because it's about, no, not purple. Never mind. This guy here, this center here, calibration start. Okay, that's not too bad. It's decent. Can we hear the music? We can. We just don't see the keys, which is okay. The good news is it's semi-working though. It's semi-working. So what I'll do is I'll drag this guy here. I might also increase the scale a little bit. We can do this later when it really matters. But for now, I'll just grab this guy here. Oh, hold on, if it lets me. I'll grab that guy. And then I want to make you a little bit bigger. So let's see. Scale. Let's grab our scale. Layout is transform scale. Make it a little bit bigger. Move it up here just about. So right underneath her, just a little bit there. That should work out. And then why is it the case that we're having issues with the other guy? So once we click on enter calibration, we set the map and we set the song. Let's take a look at our calibration map. It seems the song's working, but the map's not working. So our calibration map is this guy here. And if we type in calibration, let's see, calibration, we have our calibration map resource. And our calibration map, if I close this guy, we have here our notes, 0 to 0, which is fine. Our JSON, our calibrated JSON, and we also have the music here. So that does make sense. What we're looking for, I guess, is the spell that we have to use as we have the calibration map. But we're looking for the spell, I think, is the issue here. So if we go back to our spellcasting minigame, let's see. Our map is good. Our song is good. We're just missing our note time list. Note spawn time, yes indeedy, but what about our music list? What you can see, hopefully, is that when we do start the calibration up, so on spawn key, nope, when we start it up, so get distance, nope, on music player finish, nope, we're looking for on start. So let's see, nope, I don't see you. So let's start it in here. Start. On start, we mute everything, we reset everything, and then we grab our song and our versus spell string. Here we are. Spell string. We'll need to grab and set the spell string to whatever spell string we want. And what we'll have happen here is we'll go back into our map parser. We'll do a var for spell string. Spell or calibration string. CALIBRATION underscore spell underscore string. And we'll set it to string here. And then we'll set it equal to. And we'll just do space here, like that. Lots of spaces. And then we'll grab this guy, go back to here. And on our, let's see, calibration start, so on our enter calibration, I think all we have to do is just set it up so that our spell string, so our spell string here equals, and then we'll do map parser dot, and we just set that to that. So now that it has the spell string here, I think we'll be good to go. The last thing we need to check is if it happens to be the case that we aren't ready to exit spellcasting, then we don't. So I think at the bottom is an end game. Yep, and reset. Yep, well, let's see. Spawn key, delete key, get score. Yep, distance, start spellcasting minigame. Yep, on music player finished. If calibrating, if calibrating all of you here, and we'll also set our spell string to here. Let's see, spell string, and we'll set it equal to, and we'll do again here our map parser. So map parser, and then we'll set you to dot, and we'll do calibration spell string. So that should be there to go. And then the idea is that once we end our calibration, how's the programming coming along? Terribly. Well, no. Let me rephrase it. Programming going great. Gambling going bad. So, the important stuff, it's quite pretty swell, but the stuff, reputation-wise, we ran into a little bit of an issue. Speaking of reputation, 185. Oh boy. Well, welcome back, sweetheart. Welcome back in. Oh boy, and to you as well, Banafi. Oh man. And what we were looking at, let's see, and the important stuff also like that. The game, it's just it's a mini game. It's like going it's a side quest. You wouldn't call a side quest important. You say it's valuable, yes, Diddy, but the main quest is what you're really after. The main quest here is programming. The side quest is guessing if it'll work. But I tell you this part, and the goodness is you can get more. Oh boy, we are. And not even a game, it's just a sync where you'll never see your points again. I'm working on my own current project. I'm doing the fun stuff currently. Oh, well, lovely. And, general project architecture. I do love a good architecture and figuring out the composition of your game. So I hope you have a lot of fun. And because they got given to us to the wrong person, I'll do better. All right, let's see. Does it work now? Let's do a test, shall we? I'll pause this guy here. We'll click on start and we get nothing. We get nothing. Why do we get nothing? I'm not too sure. That's working, but the notes aren't spawning. Interesting. So it's kind of sort of yes and working, which is good. That's good news to hear. What we'll do is we'll enable the music again up here. And let's see, click on play. And then after that, what will have happen is I'll also make this guy smaller because he's way too big. And nothing, we get nothing. Wow, who says that? I forget who. But there was something. Nothing. You get nothing. It's a quote from somewhere I don't remember. And that's that. Now I'm getting hip deep into doing my own architecture. It's almost been zen. Oh yeah, architecture's so comforting. I love architecture. I love refactoring. Those are always super duper fun. What's not fun is bug fixing. Like, we're currently bug fixing, but we're also doing a little bit of architecture. So I'll be okay. Willy Wonka. Ah, yes. That's where it came from. And yeah, what you making? I see. You got a good question too as well. So let's see. I'll move you down to like here. Yeah, and let's see if that works out. And hi, Shadow Step. Welcome in. And Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, that's what it was. welcome in again. Thank you for the heads up. Yeah, Willy Wonka. That's what where I remember it from. Alrighty then. Save you here. Why are we not getting the things we are expecting? If we go into our spellcasting minigame, and we go into our enter calibration, what I want to happen, what I want to see is, I want to look at, let's see, current map, get notes time. I want to print out our note spawn time. So note spawn time, so let's see, note spawn times. And then I also want to print out our spell string here. Let's take a look at some strings and values. And why are we not getting the things we're expecting? I could not tell you that for sure. It's a mystery. Let me click on this calibration here. New game Manafi and the quest for the points. Oh boy, that sounds charming. When we click start, we get one guy. We get you here. No, we get the string too. You can kind of see it. It's been selected here. So that is working. We are also getting the numbers as well. So, let's see. If we delete our spellcasting minigame here, I'll delete you. You are deleted. And if we go into our calibration screen again, and we do on main menu press, nope, we're looking for on start. On start, so let's see, on start press, yes. Spellcasting minigame.show, spellcasting minigame.enter calibration. So let's see here. Spellcasting minigame has to be connected to a spellcasting minigame. So we'll grab our spellcasting minigame in again. We'll drag and drop you into here. So you go here. Where are you at? You're about down there. So we'll move you to where you should be. And that's not spelled correctly. I don't know why. Spellcasting mini game. There you are. Let's go into you. And yeah, I see. Spellcasting mini game. there you are. It should be fixed now, the name itself. I was missing an L in there. So our spellcasting minigame, we make sure that it is access as a unique name. That gives us this, no, hold on, minigame, you have to have the L. There you are. So our spellcasting minigame, oh, that's also wrong. Spellcasting minigame, SPELLCASTING, casting underscore MINIGAME. There you go. Replace all there as well. Good. Okay, so now the spellcasting minigame is replaced. When we click to start the calibration, it's going to say, send a signal that says, hey, start the calibration, which is what we want. And if we go back into our minigame here on our function for the minigame, enter calibration. We do all of these things here. We set in-game calibrating equal to true. So I wonder if we could possibly just do the start game afterwards. We do hear the music and everything, so that does work. But my question is, hold on. Current spell equals new spell. Then we append, then we play. We do all of that there. We could possibly do this guy here, travel time, all of you guys here. Yeah, maybe we just have to do this here. So what I'm thinking is we'll grab our start minigame. We do our spell, current spell equals new spell. Yes, indeedy. We do our spell string, current verse, all verses. Current spell, yeah, current spell, all verses. And our current spell will be whatever you are here. And then we set the map to the current map. Okay, maybe we just use the function that we already have and do it that way. That might work out a little bit better. So what I'm wondering is we go ahead and we say calibration equals true. We have this here, a start spellcasting minigame. We're going to say that the spell is going to be, let's see here. Spell, oh, actually, hold on. Do we have a spell for calibration? Calibration spell. Calibration, let's see. Resources here. If I just double check on what a spell is, let me just see. It's been a second since I've looked at this code. But a spell should be a class, I believe. We go down to here, let's see. Class, spell, a spell, yes, indeedy. A spell is its own class, got ya, yeah. And then we have a dish flavor and all of you guys here. So we're going to need our spell, and my guess then is we make our spells through our spell parser, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeedy, we have a spell parser here. Got ya. Okay, well then, what we'll have happen is we will start the spell parser, and we'll make our own spell, or how can we do this exactly? It's a little tricky, but we're gonna need a calibration spell. Oh, here we are, calibration spell, none, no, there we are, that's exactly it. Create calibration spell, this guy right here. Lovely, we do have it already. Never mind then. And then, that just means we do spell parser.calibration spell. Look at that, we already have it. So go back up here, let's see. We start off with start spellcasting minigame. We then do our spell parser, spell underscore parser, or no, spell parser. Yeah, spell parser dot calibration spell, comma space, and music, well, nope, we don't need that. So we start the spell, we should have everything good to go there. We have note spawn time clear, append array, get more time. We shouldn't need any of that. That should be fine. We should just be able to do this guy here. We should also just be able to do all of this here, so we shouldn't need any of that. We just set the current map. We do all of that there. In-game set to true. I think this in-game also gets set here. Just double checking. In-game, nope. Oh no, it does get set to true. So we don't need it at the top as well. So we can go ahead and remove that there too. So in-game true, nope, don't need you. We just need to make sure our map calibration parser map is the right one. We set the spell, and let's see now if that works out. Perhaps, perchance, I don't know yet. So if I click start, no, not really. That's okay, let's see. So we are printing out these spells, but they're not spawning, it seems like, if I had to guess. So print note spawn time. What's the issue now? Why aren't they spawning? They should appear on screen and then slide over, but they're not quite doing the thing they should be doing. So we have start spellcasting minigame, and on this guy we have calibrating true, calibration start, we print the notes, and we print the spell string. Spell string here should be a little one guy. Yes, that is true as well. Okay, so we know this is working. It's doing what it should do, but for some reason the notes still won't spawn. So in here we have our start spellcasting minigame. Once we start it, we reset it, we mute the music, we set the current spell, new spell, we then set the string to all verses of the current spell, then we hit, play the current map song, we append the array of the map notes, we then clear the spawn times, then note time list, so note spawn times, then we append the array, and then we start the music, that should be the music that we have, and then we set in-game equal to true, And then we set the progress bar at the beat time. So for some reason, the key isn't getting spawned. That's our current issue. So if I look for where we're spawning the key at, we spawn it in attempt spawn key. So let's see here. If notes is empty, if not notes is empty. So what we'll do is I'll click here. And if we enter this guy, we should get a pause. But what I'm seeing right now is that the notes aren't empty, or the notes are empty. Yeah, we're not getting a break, which means our notes is empty. So why is it the case our notes is empty? Let's go ahead and check where we use our notes at. So our notes, let's see notes. It should be something along the lines of notes.append. So notes.pop front when we add the notes. We have notes.clear for when we remove the game. We're looking for when the notes get appended. We have refresh notes, adds additional notes depending on the spell length. And let's see here, notes.append. Yep, we're not dealing with that guy right now. Note spawn time clear, that's all for emptying. And what type of game are you making? Oh yeah, you do that too. Okay, let's see. Notes don't match. I see here, start spellcasting minigame. Map parser current map dot notes. I see. What we'll have happen then is we will print out print notes dot size. My guess is that we're going to see the number 0 if it's going the way I think it will. So let's see. If I click calibration, 47. We have notes here then. We're getting the number 47. So it's here. It's there. It should be good to go, but it's not. Let's see. Note spawn timer clear. Note append array. Note.play. So that's working out. That's fine. So my next question then is, let's see here. If we go back up to our process, if not in game, if calibrating, update time offbeat, if song position, if music restarted, if current spell or not in game. So my question then becomes, are we in this guy here? Are we going in the game? That's my next question on the bool side of things. Maybe we're exiting out early. Let's see, if I step over and then if music player not playing, we should do that. That should be fine. So we go inwards, and also let me see if I can mute that guy. That way the music's not overlapping. So if utility current spell equals none, null or not in game, and we go, let's see. Oh, I see. So it seems to be the case that our current spell equals none in our utility. If I'm getting it correctly, utility current spell equals none. So what that means is, and I'm not sure why we check utility at current spell. I question that a little bit. But I also, I think, understand it, because if we're resetting the spell, we have to keep the spell not internally. Because if it's being reset, we keep it externally so that we can modify it if need be. So what we have to do here is on enter calibration, we also have to set the current spell. So what we have to do is do utility dot current spell equals, and we also have to set it here. And looking at your own code, why is it doing that? Oh boy, it's a shocker, I tell you. There we are. We set that there. My question is, what stops us from setting it here, the utility current spell here? Why don't we do it here when we start the spell? Is it I know there's some overlap because, for example, if we restart the spell, we need to know what the old spell was to get it again. Or if we stop a spell, start a spell. That's why I have it outside, but we'll see. Does this fix our earlier issue? Let's give it a go. Calibration here, start here, and let's see. We can skip over this one here, and then utility current spell, this should also skip over. Game over is not true, so this should be skipped over. And if notes is not empty, attempt spawn. Okay, so now that we know our utility guy, let's see if it works now. I'll go ahead and pause this guy here. We'll go ahead and then play the audio here. My nose, hold on. After that, we'll then go back into calibration here. And now when I click start, it should do the thing. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Hit. Okay, so it does, in a sense, do the thing. We just need a little bit more of the thing doing the thingy thing. And code will be working good one day, the next it'll just stop working. Yeah! It depends. It's quite finicky. But the good news is, it is working. The music's a little bit off. So, that's okay. We can update that too. But it's ending because the song's over. So we just need to say, hey, if we're calibrating, don't end the song. Just keep doing the thing over and over again. That's what we would need to do now. So, that'll be good. We'll do that. Ads are about to start soon, so we'll have them happen. But the good news is it's slowly working again. It's moving. It wasn't doing that before. So go ahead, have them happen here. We'll go ahead as well and set the music back to musicking properly. And then I'll also go and do, let's see, this guy here, this guy, where are we at? This guy here, this guy, nope, this guy here. There we are. Nope, wrong guy. I'm looking for you to make a backup. Then we'll say, notes are now moving. Notes are moving. There we are, commit and push. And then, because I need to get tissue as I'm out of tissue, I'll be right back as the outbreaks are doing their thing. I'll be back before them, but you stay right there. I'll be right back. I need to get more tissue, so I'll be right back. Let's see here. Around the time. I'm glad you like the music. I certainly do say that it is really such a bop. Hold on. To those that are curious about what the music is, let's see if I can quickly find it. It should be by, if I scroll down here, it's by Tanger Music. So if you're curious about that one there and you want to hear more of the music, I'll link this here. That way you can listen to more music. There you go. And I'll go ahead and close this guy as well. All right. All that said, though, let's go ahead and continue. I couldn't find the tissue, but I did. I found it. We're all good to go now. The issue we were running into now was that the node was... Hold on. Let's see. It's printing out something here. Where are we using our print guy at? No, this is a tree bop. the peaceful music and then the do-do-do-do-do-do. It's undershield music's lovely. Well, Deltarune. That one's Deltarune specifically. But Toby's Fox's music in general is certainly a pop. So let's see. I'll do Control-Shift-F and we'll do our print guy here. And where are we using our print guy at? Let's see. Find here. Oh, hold on. I don't know what that is there, but let's see. Print. There's a lot of prints going on here. We're specifically looking for when it prints the node out, as I want to remove that. We don't need it anymore. We print the player locator position, so we don't need that anymore. That's not needed. Let's see. We print this here for our move state. This doesn't seem to be needed as well. Well, that's testing print, so... Yeah, Do we keep you? Do we not keep you? I will remove you for now because I don't think you're needed. If we do need you in the future, we will add you in the future. So let's see. That's that print there. We have print occupied target, vacant list. That does make sense. We have our flavor combos for our orders, our level data as well. That makes sense as well. Let's see. Keep going down. We have our files. We have, oh, our map. Here we are. I think this is the one we were looking for. Note time list. This print notes here. I see. So when do we do this at? Print notes? Oh, I see. Get note to the list. This is our map here. Well, then I don't think that's not what we're looking for. Never mind. Let's keep going. We have print tracks data for our map parser. That's also not what we're looking for. We have a print ID as well. Oh, here we are. Print utility current spell. I believe this guy here is the one we're looking for to delete because that sounds like a node. It was calling out a node before. So I think if we remove that, the game shouldn't end unless calibration is complete. If it says that we're calibrating, then it only ends once calibration is complete. So let's see here. If we go first to our spell parser and we go into this guy here, you can see we only get one singular space. So what I'm going to do is that if it happens to be the case that we finish the first, we'll say 4, we'll have 4 spaces in our calibration spell. If we are at the last, if we reach the last of the calibration, then we can go ahead and just append more. That's what we'll do. So what we'll say is, let's see, create calibration spell. How can we do this? I will say, spell parser. We'll just say calibration spell string. var, CALIBRATION _spell _string. And we'll put it here instead. I think that'll work out better. And we'll say string, and then we'll have it as you here, and have you as lots of space there. And then we'll have you dot append this guy here. So var calibration UU equals u. That should be good to go. Then we'll go back to our map parser because we shouldn't need this guy up here anymore since you're not a thing. We won't need you anymore. We'll go back to our spell parser here. So our calibration string is here. And if it happens to be the case that this is our last note in our spell, then we just have to append to the end. So what we'll have happen is we'll go to our, let's see here. We'll go to our spellcasting minigame. And if it happens to be the case that it is the last note, so let's see here. If update time offbeat, nope, we can do a few things. So first, if calibrating, our spell string will then have, let's see, you're going to be our spell parser. So spell parser, spell parser dot calibration spell string. And we're going to also do, let's see, less equal. So do that there and hydrate, sure.
Cat sat on
I'll get
keyboard,
some
just
water.
redeemed hydrate.
Let's see here. Hydration is good to go. Lovely. So let's see here. We add to our calibration string, and then we can say that if we're at the end and we're still calibrating, because that's the only reason we would stop calibrating. You can see if I go to exit calibration, this is the only reason we would stop the calibration. And we have the enter calibration, so we set calibrating to true here. We would also then set calibrating to false. So calibrating equals false. That would set that there. And then after that, what will have happen is that if it happens to be the case that we're on our last note, so if we go up here, let's see, adds additional notes depending on our remaining spell length, where do we use the refresh? If music restarted, refresh notes. I see, that's good to go. And if calibrating, yes indeed, if calibrating, what we'll say is, if calibrating, and then we'll have, if calibrating, and notes dot size, let's see here, notes dot size, or how can we do you exactly? We're not looking for our notes, we're looking for our spell length, something to that extent, because we'll want to do, let's see, on refresh notes. How are we doing it here? Refresh notes, we grab the note amount, and we do spell string length. I see. Okay, so what we'll do is say, if our note amount is you there spell string dot length, and then we do get amount add current map node list. We can do this a little bit differently. Instead of the refresh notes, I'm thinking what we'll do and what we'll say is func, and then we'll see about add calibration or refresh calibration notes. How about that? I'm wondering if I can make a script that auto redeems hydrate. Hold on now. Those are fighting words, I say.
Oh boy, you probably could, truth be told, but the question is, it's always a thing of, can you? Maybe, but should you? There's a difference out there. We'll do a function for refresh, R-E-F-R-E-S-H, refresh, and then we'll say calibration, C-A-L-I-B-R-A-T-I-O-N, and then we'll say refresh calibration notes. And then we'll do this guy here for void, so void, and then chaotic good. Hold on, it's certainly chaotic. I don't know if it's good. I mean, technically hydration, I suppose, is a good thing. And do you have enough points for that, though? Oh boy, you're just gonna run them pockets dry. We'll first get the remaining notes, so spell strength dot length, and then we get the note amount to add. So what I'm thinking is we'll say spell string plus equals, oh, hold on. If, let's see, where do we do spell string at? I believe we remove the spell string from the array, so if I do Control F, and we do, let's see, where are we using you at? We do dot length equals, we set you to 0, we then set the icon, and then we subtract the string. Yeah, okay, good, lovely. Well then, if it happens to be the case, and we'll go back up to here, if it is, and oh, where were we? If calibrating and note size, let's see here, if music restarted, refresh notes. If calibrating and note size is, let's see, notes dot size is less than 1. No, yeah, we'll say less than 1. Then we'll go ahead and we'll refresh our calibration notes. And then we'll go to this function here. And on refresh calibration notes, what we're going to do is we're going to take their spell string, so spell string dot append, or spell string plus equal, and then we're going to say our spell parser, I believe. Spell, no, not like that. Spell parser dot, and then we'll say our calibration spell strength, and then we'll say refresh notes. So refresh notes now, refresh notes, like that. I think that'll work out. So now, if we're calibrating, we're going to keep doing this unless we need to stop. I'm hoping that'll work out the way I think it will. We'll see. We can certainly see. So I'll go ahead and I will enable Godot on here so that you can see it as well. And then let's take a look-see-loo. I'll move that music down so it's not as obvious. And then start. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty fast. Interesting. Interesting. Kinda, sorta working. We want it to be consistent, though. We would want the notes to be consistent. And are you doing this as a solo dev or no? I certainly am. Yes, indeed. I have made all of the music, the art, the programming, everything you see here I've made. However, a few months ago, we did a music jam where people of the community were allowed to figure out if they could add in a new wizard class into the game along with a flavor and a song. And there were 3 winners from that. So when they get added to the game, we will have the addition of, let's see if I can find it. There were 3 in total, and I'll have to put the names there too. But right now, everything here is mine. But in the future, we'll have a Chillomancer, we'll have a Brinemancer, and we'll have an Herbomancer, which were made by 3 individuals of the community. And mood, honestly. The world's looking at you lazy. Evil plants. See, you said it right there. Evil plants, right there. I knew it. I knew it. I say I knew it. Oh boy, let me get some lemonade here. Tasty. Okay, with that said, let's see here. If I go into our move state, nope. We don't need moving. We don't need a player. We don't need any of you. You're no longer, your services are a-okay. I'm wondering why the notes are acting the way they are. If we go back into our map parser here, possibly our calibration map, go to our calibration map, and calibration map here. We have song, note, BPM, that sounds about right, difficulty medium. All of you guys, you're fine. Let's print out the notes and see what we get. Something is off here, most definitely. We'll also have refresh notes on here, and then we'll print out, we'll print out notes, let's see, notes spawn times here. And we'll also say, let's see, refreshed, hold on, you here, we'll say refresh. So let's see, utility.print debug message, we'll say refreshed. And then I also want to say, let's see here, on our start calibration, so enter calibration, we'll also have our notes here.
So on our calibration start, we'll then say this guy here, and we'll also print our note spawn time there. So let's see what happens when we do it that way and what it gives us. So I'll click on this guy here. We have our calibration. We click on start. 2.5, that's correct. They should have a, what's the word I'm looking for? They should have a space of 0.5, but for some reason, you can kind of see they're a little scattered. If I click play again, you have dot, 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 and then dot, 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 pause, dot. That's not right. That shouldn't look the way it does, oddly enough. And that's what I'm a little bit confused about, because this is right. Our 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 4.5, 5. Oh, hold on. Nope, never mind. I see the issue here. It should go up by 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. That's not 0.5 though. Where are we getting this at? Our JSON, I'm guessing? Our calibration JSON? Hold on. If we go to our calibration JSON, CLIBR, calibration JSON, calibrate JSON. Yes, indeedy. You are that guy there. So, what are we angry at? What music is this? Ah. I think I understand why it's angry. Hold on. If we go into our calibrated map and we just change your song to, well, it already has a calibrated song on it. The music is different for some reason, but this should be the music that plays. So if I go back to our spellcasting mini game, let's see. And thank you for the follow. Is it obscure next cold fear? I'm sure I butchered that. I can try again, most certainly, but welcome into stream, and thank you for the follow. Let's see here. We have that guy there. I'm wondering about why our spellcasting minigame. Let's see. Spell parser here. When we set this guy here, we set our ID, we set the spell. All of you guys should work out the way you're working out well. So our spell here, and we have our calibration spell here. That makes sense. This is all making sense. And on our calibrating map, we have this set up as well for our map parser. Let me just double check here. Our map parser has a calibrating map. We should also, let's see here, map list, parse the data of all of these guys here, and parse data node JSON, and all of that there. When are we parsing the data of our calibrating map? That's what I'm wondering about. Oh, parse data calibration map. There we are. Lovely. And we're parsing that data too as well. So that should be good to go there. So why is it the case that we're not hearing that music? The music we should be hearing is this music here. Can you hear it? It's a little bit hard. Hold on. If I hit this. Hear it? Do, 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 do. Yeah, I see why the notes are a little bit off. Something's certainly wrong. So we should hear that when we click play. We go back into calibration. We enable the music. We don't hear that. We hear the regular song. Never mind. It's not anymore. So it's working. I just maybe did it incorrectly a little bit or something. This is definitely not what it should be. It's a little off, which is okay. How can we do this to level it out? Because this calibration song is do, 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 do. Yeah, okay. All right. We're getting there slowly but surely. I definitely think we could modify the music. It's consistent. That's an issue. So maybe we could quickly do that. That way we can figure that problem out and get that set aside. So let me see if I can grab the JSON, or not the JSON, but the file. Do I still have the file saved when I save the music? And again, I'm not sure where I got it from, but that's okay. That's all right. I think I left it in my documents. And if we go into Muse score here and go into songs, let's see. Nope, not you. If we go into scores, possibly, I see. Okay, well, in our songs, let's go into Calibrati here. Calibrati. I see Are You Ready? I see the Fantasy one. I see Queen Chords. Where's the calibration one? Do I have one here? Necrotype Cafe, that's one here. Empty House, new song. I have a lot of folders, apparently. Oh no. The organization's not here. We have a visual calibration test. Maybe that's it. Hold on. Let's see. It could be. This could be the one I'm looking for. We have calibration test. Yeah, there's a few here. We'll see. We'll see. We'll open up some files. I was expecting to open up Muse score, but here we are. I want to make sure we have it could just be a temporary placeholder too, but I want to make sure each of them, I want to make sure they're separated. So let's see if I click on you. Click on you. And let's see here. I believe that should work. So let me bring you into music here. And look at that. You're in the music program now. Now, this is a folder I saw, but I'm not sure what I'm looking at, I'll be honest. Uh-huh. Okay, click play again. Let's see. I see. I do remember that. Okay. Yeah, it was this, but it was this every single time. For some reason, it didn't want to do that every single time. So let's see if I can just do format. Possibly. There's a way to add them. I haven't touched this in ages. Hold on. Measures, add, insert, after section. Do like 20 of these guys here. And then we'll just grab this guy here. And then we'll just paste it here. And then we'll just copy this here. There's the freedom motif. That would be a fun Easter egg. I am not opposed to that at all. Oh boy. We'll move this into here. We'll paste this into here. And hopefully, this should now equal, let's see, this here. And if I click play, let's make sure and see if it works. Let's see. And this is where you tap. Okay. Tap. 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 Okay. I like it. I think it works. Now, granted, maybe we can add a little bit of something, just a little bit of something. That's a quarter there, so maybe this is doing a little bit too much. But I'm just possibly. I want to see maybe if we do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then back down. So 1, 2. Hold on, 2. We definitely do need to do a music stream soon. I definitely think once we figure out the important stuff, that'll be fun. So let's see. You here, you there, and then you there, and then there, and then there, and then there. There you go. And I know this program, how this program works. You have to press that thing that's on top of the thing, and then press the thingy over the thingy. No! Head charts, I tell you. And what program is this? I want to be able to add the Pokemon theme song to Necrotype. Oh, I'm glad you asked. It is called MuseScore, and I should be able to, if I do exclamation FAQ, you should be able to get linked to it. And this is the program I use for my music, though. And funny enough, you say that. There is a way, and as I said before, there was a competition held for a music jam. So, you can... Oh, wrong button. If I click... Well, hold on. Nope, that's not... You didn't say anything! This guy right here. If you go to, and I believe I can also do exclamation NECROTYPE, do that guy as well. I click that guy, I also click that guy. If you click on Necrotype Cafe on the itch, you should see, and hold on, let me meet this guy. You should see test your own songs here. Indeed. And you can see there's an audio and a JSON here. If you want to figure out how to add your own maps and music, all you have to do is click this button. It'll take you to a video on a tutorial on how to add your music here. So you can do that too if you're curious and want to add your own maps and mod it a little bit. That's there. And we'll go back into music here. I just wanted to add a little thing here that goes up and down. Do 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 do. That's all I wanted to do. That is really all I wanted to do. Sound nice though, so maybe we'll just keep it not. And this feels nostalgic because I was forced to use it in high school. Really interesting. I can certainly say that much. Neat. That's really neat. I can. Well, what's what I'm looking for? The no. Oh, that was what it was. When I started out, I was reached out to by a previous musician teacher. So maybe that's why it was this program itself has been used in the past for that. I can certainly see that too. Let's do this guy here instead, and then we'll do this guy here, and let's see. Do. Well, hold on. Do it twice. Do, and then do, and do. There we go. Try that instead. The faster one might sound nicer. So, I mute the music here. Let's see. If I click on play now, let's see if I wait for that. I think that's a little bit better. That's nicer, isn't it? Just a little bit. It's a little bit too loud. That's okay. And I'm just modifying this so we have something to work around with. But we're keeping the notes consistent. That's the #1 thing we have to remember to do. So I'll add this in here. And then I think last we're missing is just a little bit of an additional, the finger snap you can see on there. So adding in that there will then help, I think, lastly. And then we'll be good to go. So we'll add that in there at the end. Let's see. What's this? Why are you angry? Hold on. You know, sometimes the programs surprise me. I can certainly say as much. We'll remove this here, and then we'll grab you again. So you're going up, then you're going down, and then you're going up and down. So copy you here, and then we'll paste you here, paste you here, paste you here, and then we'll paste you here, paste you here, paste you here, and then we'll paste you here. There you go. Okay, and lastly, I think we're just missing like a tab, like that. So maybe at 1, 2, hold on, add that there, remove that there. So we have, and then I'm okay with that. Let's just make this lower, and I believe to do that, that's an option here. So let me enable play. We'll import this back into Godot, and we should be able to go from there. I just wanted something nice and simple that we can have playing on in the background. So let's see, if I go to tools, was it maybe formatting, possibly? I forget how, a mixer, here we are. Mixer, we'll lower down the harpsichord a bit, that's the background guy, and if I play it again, just double checking, let's see, 2, and then, no, it's way too low. Okay, hold on, how about that? Try that, see, 2, and then, I think that works out to maybe a little bit more. There we go, maybe up the reverb a little bit. There you go, okay, we'll do that. And then after that, that's pretty simple from here. I just have to export it, get the MP3, and then I have to get the JSON, and then we should be able to just drag it into the program, and the program will parse the data, and we won't have to worry about translating it because it automatically knows how to do it. So if I do file and I export it, I'm going to export you as, let's see, the MP3, and then we're going to export as, we're going to call this our Calibready, C-A-L-I-B-R-E-A-D-Y, Calibready, and that was the old Calibready. So let me move this here, save it there. So it's exporting as the audio. And then I also want to do an export, and I want to export you as, let's see, our player here, and our player is Island 2. So I also want to export that guy, and I want to export you as a MIDI file. Was that the one? I believe so. Yep. So I export that there. And then after that, I export it, save that as there. We have C-A-L-I-B-R-E-A-D-Y. I then move you to our downloads folder here, save you there. And then I just do MIDI to JSON. So if I go here, MIDI to JSON, we have one here. And then if I just convert the file that we just made, it should give us what we're looking for. So if I drop that guy in there, I go ahead and download in this guy here. We go ahead and then rename this to Calibready. So rename. And we do C-A-L-I-B-R-E-A-D-Y, Calibready. Now, with all of the files prompted and prepped, if I go ahead and end our game, we'll remove this Calibready wave here, as that guy actually doesn't serve us any purpose. And let me check for any other Calibready. So C-A-L-I-B-R-E-A, Calibready wave there. Yeah, you're Calibready. We don't need you either. And we don't need that JSON either, because that's the old JSON. We'll then go back here, and in our JSONs, you can see there's only one song at the moment. So what we'll do is we'll grab this Calibready JSON. So that guy there will get imported. Might have to do lowercase as well. So we import that, and then we also import our music, and we do that guy there. So music has now been imported, and you can see if I click play, you should be able to hear it. There you are. So it should be consistent now. It's a little quiet, but that's okay. That can always be modified. I just wanted to make sure it was something consistent and not too hollow. But we take our Calibready, then we go back to our Calibready map, and you can see here at JSON and song. So then I drag and drop my Calibready JSON here. I drag and drop my Calibready song here. I save that guy there, and hopefully it should be good to go. The player track should be 0. That is correct. So let's see if it works out. If it works, or did I forget a step? I tried my best to make this as simple as possible since I wanted an easy way to add songs and delete songs. So let's see how well it works. If I click start on here, we have, oh, you know, it would help if I didn't remute it. That would be helpful too. Hold on. Okay, now let's see if it works. All right, tap, okay, tap, tap. I'd say it works. Tap, 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 Tap. Now we need to make sure it ends. Tap. Game is ended. So it slowly. I do like this more. Might have to make the tap a little bit faster, but I would say it's closer to what I initially imagined it would be. So that's good. Now we just need to have a calibration end. I don't know why. Oh, I know why it says calibration end. We go back there. Yeah, calibration end. So lastly, what we're missing is the signifier for when we have enough data collected. We have it here before, but let's see if we can find it again. So if I click play on there, we'll meet you there. And it works first try? I can tell you most certainly the thing I spent a lot of time on is this MIDI and JSON and making sure this system worked because we had a music jam themed around it. So importing, exporting, I'm glad it was easy enough that I didn't have to I didn't forget. The hard part comes in that calibration. Calibration, that topic. I don't quite get it, but it's okay. Eventually I will. But once that's figured out and we figure out the calibration works again, then I can update the tutorial a little bit, or maybe not, maybe not, at least for now. We maybe can just add the ghost and not have the ghost in the tutorial, maybe just have another level for ghosts that people can try out the ghost and then we'll work on adding or redoing the tutorial. But once we figure out this guy here, I'll see if I can spend some time working on the overall bug that's currently happening with the calibration, and then I can release it to all of you to give a test and see who can break it first. Oh, that'd be fun! Let me get a little bit more lemonade. Tasty. Alrighty then. With all of that said and done, what are we having an issue with now? Let's see here. So we can go ahead and remove this since our calibration time is no longer needed. We can also remove, let's see, move you back in here a little bit. Scroll you down a little bit here. We'll go ahead and have, let's see, print note spawn time here as well. Nope, don't need to. And it seems to be the case as well. Our notes are not refreshing. So it just seems to be that our notes end, or it says game has ended. Why is it saying game has ended is my next question here. So we have calibration end, game has ended. End game. Why are we saying end game? So Control Shift F, find here. We have end game, the function end game here. So if customer manager no ghost, nope, that's not at all the end game we're looking for. We have a casting for end game. That's there. There should also be an end game somewhere around here, I thought at least, but apparently not. Oh, game over. Checks to see if the game is over. Checks, and if the game is over, game ends. I see. Okay, well, where do we do game over at? Find, and we do it, Control F, I mean. Let's see. We do it here, and we do it here. If game over return. Game over is if the keys are empty and the spell string length is less than or equal to 0. Well, we know for certain, or at least we shouldn't have this because our spell string length should still be not 0. But we'll go ahead and do this for our game over, and we'll just do a check to see if that's the case. Is that the reason why we're having an issue at the moment? So go back into calibration here. I'll lower down the audio so it's still a little bit audible. We can have the other music in the background. So let's see. Wait, hit, we're waiting, hitting, waiting, hitting, waiting, hitting, waiting, hitting, waiting, hitting, waiting, hitting, waiting, hitting. Okay. So apparently it counts it as the key is empty and spell string length. I see. Okay, well, let's double check here. Is keys empty? This is, can I check if you're true? You are empty. Okay, that's okay. And spell string length is also empty as well. I see. Okay, well then. What we need to say then is toggle mouth emit, game over, return game over false. What we'll say is, because let's see, where are we using game over at? If game over and not calibrating, let's try that. How can we do that? If game over, game is not over unless we see it's over. So let's see. Maybe we can have happen, or what we can have happen here is do if calibrating, return, and we'll do return false. We can do that to start off, because the game won't be over unless we say it's over. And when do we signal to the game that it's over? Let's see, on calibration, exit calibration. So let's see, exit calibration. Calibration is exited on calibrate automatic calibrating. Calibrating equals false and exit calibration. I see. Well, if calibrating sample size is less than the required sample, then we don't do it. Otherwise, we exit the calibration. And on exiting, we go ahead and we say reset we go ahead and we should also end the game here too. Calibration end, calibration admitted. Let's see there. So it should be end game here. It's not, what's the word I'm looking for? It should be end game, not game end. A little bit different. Game over, yes. Game over. We should print out end game here. That one should go there. So we'll do end game instead of game end or game over. So let's see. On exit calibration, we'll have calibration ended emet, and then we'll say end game and restart. That's what we'll do there. There we are. Okay, so let's see if this works out now. We'll go ahead and click on calibrate here and hit you there. All right, so it should loop on its own. I'll let it do its thing. I'll also enable the music so you can hear it, and we can do a bit of a test ourselves and see how well it works. Let's do a bit of a stress test, it seems like. Also, this could be a little louder. That's okay. So it shouldn't, nothing should happen here. It should just keep going. And it does not keep going. So we know a little bit, right? The hope is that this is endless until either the player says, I'm done, or you do the thing, you do good. So why is it empty here is my next question. Well, let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, this should be an endless loop is the hope at least. So I'll set the music on. We have exit calibration here. And if we are in exit calibration, or hold on, game over. So if the game is over and if we are calibrating, then what we'll do as well, I'm thinking, is we'll do, let's see, calibration, calibrating, C-A-L-I-B-R-A-T-I-N-G. There should be something here for enter calibration, attempt spawn key, calculate. No, I'm looking for the add-on. Let's see, update time spell. Nope, one of these is not like the other. Where are we at? You should have one, not for attempt, but for recalculating. Maybe it's a different area. Calibration screen. No, it's not right. Oh, refresh calibration. Refresh calibration notes. So we'll do this here. If calibrating and the game is over, refresh the calibration notes and return false. Let's try adding that there. And to make sure we're trying to pay attention to make sure it says refreshed. So we're looking to see refreshed calibration. C-A-L-I-B-R-A-T-I-O-N. Refreshed calibration. We want to see that. If that still appears and we still have issues, then we know for certain something's up. So I'll go ahead and move this down. Let's do calibration. We'll click on play and let's, oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, well then, seems to be the case that something is just a little bit off. You can't see it, so let me show you the cause for concern here. If I just slide this over, this is behind me. Hold on, if you can just. I don't know if I call that big number up there working. That's not good. You don't want a number like that. That's a big number. And the notes aren't appearing either. So are you sure about that? Oh boy. Let me hide that guy there. So it seems to be the case that running that bool not a thing. So we'll just do that. That's fine. And those are the emotional support numbers. They are there to keep you company. Reminds me of the emotional support errors that appear from time to time. And the higher the number, the better the promise. Oh my. And hi, hello, welcome in the stream. Welcome in, and thank you for the raid as well. And hello, raid, give us our cookies. Hold on now. You can't just come into this house and start demanding things. You gotta act kindly, and then maybe I will. Welcome in. I hope you had a lovely raid, Hollow. Let me go ahead and do a shout out here. So / shout out at Hollow here. Oh, hold on. Oh, I did it wrong. Hollow, there you are. Welcome in. And Hollow, raid, give us our cookies. Welcome in. To those of you who maybe have not heard of me before, hello, I am a game developer. I am currently working in Godot with GDScript, and I'm making a rhythm typing cafe game. And I can actually show you the game right now because the only issue at the moment is that calibration isn't working quite as we imagined, but it's okay. The idea or the synopsis behind the game is that you play as a necromancer and you go to this prestigious wizard academy, and not only is it a cafe sim, it's a rhythm typing game. So the hope is that as you go along in the game, you learn new spells that you have to type out to serve customers. I have some cookies for the raiders. There are no cookies. It's a scam. I can show you. If we go into here, we go into the tutorial. Here's Gabby right here. And if I move around, we have arrow keys. we have a customer that spawns. The customer wants something to order, or the customer needs to be seated. So they'll go to a spot, they'll find a random spot to sit at, they'll read through their book, wave their arm around, and say, hey, I have something, and we'll take their order. And if I take it, you can see a few other icons. You have kind of this pink, you have a purple, you have another icon, and the idea is that as you go through the game, you get unlocked different flavors. For example, I am playing as a Necromancer, so my color is purple, and purple is associated with the bitter flavor. And the hope is that, for example, once you unlock Pyromancers, you'll get the spicy flavor, and it'll be like an orange or a yellow as you go on. And then we will share our cookies. You know what? How kind! Hey, as long as you're not demanding, that's the hope here. As long as you're not demanding, I can agree to sharing cookies. We'll get off of here a flavor of sweet and a flavor of bitter. And you'll be able to combine different flavors together to get different combinations. And if I grab a flavor of you and a flavor of you, so sweet, bitter, cake is what we're making. If I hold down Q, we'll get into the rhythm typing part of the game. So if I hold down Q, the name of the game is, you have to get the letters to the white circle. So once they reach the white circle, you have to press the button. And we have to press the letter Q. If that circle fills up, then you did the spell. You did a good job. It is completed. And if that yellow bar fills up, so that one right there, then you did bad job. You missed a lot and you have failed the spell. So let's see how well I can do. If I click close on here, let's see. Oh, something's broken. Oh, something's broken. I don't know what I broke, but I broke something. Maybe it's the calibration or something, but that's super delayed. Hold on. You're just gonna go ahead and hold on. Yeah. So where were we? Immediately. Let's see. Oh nope. Okay. So it seems something's off. That's okay. But I hope you get the idea. I think removing a spell did something else, but you type the letters, they appear, you fill it up, and once the spell's complete, because I 100% got it perfect, look at that, it says grade perfect, I did the thing. You would feed it to the customer whenever the customer appears, and that's the name of the game. It just works. I know why I did that. And I fell a death, let's go. Oh boy, you caught us in the moment of trying to understand hey, Cast, you are now manual breathing. How could you have me? Now unconscious. We were here. We were attempting to fix the calibration of the rhythm typing part of the Rhythm Typing Cafe. And what we were doing was trying to figure out an evenly spaced type, and we were getting a spam messages when I clicked on start. Hold on, let's see if it does it. Nope. Okay, well, I guess maybe it's functional now? I don't know. Let's see. Let's let it play out and see if it breaks again. I think it'll work out fine. I cast total toggle with that. How dare you? So far, no, it broke. This is classified as broken because there are no more notes are appearing on screen. That's what we're trying to fix at the moment. That should be that. And then, for some other odd reason, our music notes are off a bit with the spell casting, and that's okay. Something's off, and it's alright, you know? I cast feeling your clothes on your skin. I cast anti-no point exception. No! Those are fighting words. Oh, boy. Oh, let's see here. So, what's going on exactly? Let's see. I'm wondering... It seems to be the case now that we still aren't doing a refresh when it comes to our calibration. If we go to our, let's see, enter calibration, I would expect to see the guy we added earlier, which was, if we go to our process here, our refresh calibration notes. If calibrating and notes.size is less than 1, let's say less than 2. Let's try that, and I'll click into here. Let's see if that fixes the problem. If instead of 1, it's 2. If we do these, or the end earlier. Rhythm and typing, that is a combo I did not expect. Oh, I completely forgot as well. And thank you for the follow as well. That guy, Doru. Welcome into stream. If you'd like to give a try yourself, I can do exclamation NECROTYPE. The prototype is currently up on itch. It's bound to break though, so you've been warned. But if you want to give a try, that's there for you as well. And joke's on you, there is no rhythm here. You ain't got rhythm. Let's see as well. I do that, and I need to stop reading chat. They're making me aware of my own existence. Oh boy. And the Necromancer's still alive. Oh boy.
The underscore
Water?
Whitechapel just redeemed hydrate.
Water it is then. Hydration has been done. Thank you for that redeem. And there's demos. I don't know if I called it a demo yet, because a demo means that everything's working. I call it a prototype, as in a lot of things, there's a lot of placeholders, a lot of things still don't work, but it's playable sometimes. That's what I classify it as. Or a coffee or milk tea. I could go for a coffee. All right, so if I click play again, we are hoping for a breakpoint eventually. We'll see. Right now, the nodes are spawning. They're doing what they need to do, and we want them to keep spawning, or we want to see the breakpoint. Let's see. Does it happen? I'm hoping for the breakpoint. We might not get a breakpoint, or they're just going to disappear. So far, so good. Nope, they're gone. They're no longer here. So that leads us to believe that calibrating is true and note size. So what I'll do is I'll print, well, no, I can't print it here. The note size. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from printing out the note size. I'm gonna print out the note size. There's no way that can go wrong. Notes dot size. Yeah, we're just gonna do that there. There you go. Okay, let's try again. Surely that'll be okay. And I'm just so happy when chat redeems hydrate. I save points. Devious, I tell you. Devious entirely. All right, when I click start, it'll be fine. We're okay. There's 22 at the moment. 21, 20. All right, 19. 18. So far, we're looking good. The prints aren't lagging the game out, which is good. I'm glad. I'm happy to see it. We're okay. There should be about 14 notes left, it says. So 13. Interesting. Okay. So it's not giving us that redo because our notes aren't less. So it's something to do with the spell length, I guess, because we still have numbers, but hold on. Let's see. If we get to the end, does it redo it then? Let's see. So we're at 4, and then we're at 3, and then we're at 2, and then we're at 1, and it restarts, but nothing happens. Okay, a little bit happens. Okay, you're done, Gabby. You're done. You're okay. Oh my! What interesting observation. Hi, Nero. Welcome in. That looks right. Leave it. Interesting. I don't even know. I'm very confused. I'll say that much. Something's off. I'm not quite sure what, but something with the let's see. Okay, so we know for certain, right? And we'll start with the basics of what we know. This is never, well, every time the notes end, the note dot size, we still have notes. What we want to say is if calibrating, you know what I want to print out now is I want to print out the spell size. Let's do our spell string. Print out the spell string. It should have a lot of spaces. So I'm going to do print out spell string plus and then a bracket so we can tell what's going on there. And let's give that a try. And if you can't do it fast enough, you don't deserve to play the game. Oh, Banafi. Oh, Banafi, hold on. Let me see if I still have it. I don't know if I do. Oh, that reminded me of the, let's see if I can quickly find it, if I can. There was a submission for the jam where, and I know they're not here because I believe their name started with a P and I haven't seen the name, but there was a submission added, and oh, I can do this instead. If I go to my games, and then I should be able to go into material here. Someone decided, and you know, a choice was made. They wanted to make a very difficult game, and a very difficult game they did make. If I go to the music jam guy here, I should be able to click on play here, and let me just show you a submission. If I can get it working properly, let's see. Oh boy, I can do test your own songs. I'll add in the audio here, so let me just let me add in the song here. Let's see. I believe it was, who was it? I can't quite, oh, Pala. Nope, I remember it was Pala. There you go. Let's add in the audio. Kindred Soul. Let's go ahead and add the Jason in as well. Now, I just can't quite remember the number associated with the lines. Let's see. Pala there. And let me just quickly see if I can also check my notes here.
Oh boy. Let's see, PALA. I should have in the messages. All right, now what was the index? Let's see here. Random pick. Yup, okay. What was the index? A random existing. Yup. It should be 0. Okay, so this song, I call, or no, palette calls. Can't decide. Are you ready? It was close to winning and being added to the game, but it wasn't, so. The wizard was supposed to be a mystery mancer. I'm not ready. I'm not. But we'll see. We'll see if it still adds up. Okay. All right. Let's see. Uh-huh. And I want you to know that's intended. And for that very sole reason, we added a no-fail option. Just because. Even I have my limits. Oh boy. That's what it reminded me of. Oh my. Let me go ahead and click this, guys. The music's enabled again. It is quite a fitting name, though. Can't decide. And if you feel that, games are just elite system. Oh boy! You know, for that to happen, I'm going to see today. I would need you to see you play it, Banafi. Then we can talk. If you can somehow do it without the no fail, then maybe program that into the game. I wanted to try and see about what our spell string was saying, so let's do that test now to see what it prints out exactly. And give me that Jason then. Are you in the Discord, Banafi? If you are, I wouldn't mind posting the Necrotype submissions. Oh boy. Let's see here. So I'm wondering what's going to print out in this here. Let's see. This guy should get shorter and shorter. And yeah, I see. And terrible timing, legit would put this in rhythm only mode. Yeah, that's where it belongs at that point. We can see it getting smaller, this guy here. So when it ends, let's see. There are no more spaces, so no more notes. Aha! I see. Well then, if calibrating and note size less than 2, that's not what we need to do. What we need to do is say if calibrating and spell string dot length is less than 2. Try that on for size, Godot. How do you feel about that one? That might need to be the one we need to track. So let's see here. Do that there, do that here. All right. Give it another go. Let's see. And the faster it is, the more fun I have. That's what you call chaos. And your favorite has arrived. Welcome in, Banana Round. Welcome into a memory lane, I can certainly say. Oh, refresh should also work. Look at it. It's doing the thing. Look at it go. Now, is it going to have the spam thing again? I don't know. Welcome to Scan Central. Hold on. Also, what time? Okay, that was a 3-time thing. No more, I assure you. But look, it's working. It's resetting. No more bar of purple. We're doing. No, I can't go saying that. But it's working. We're not getting the I spoke too soon. I spoke a little bit too soon. So maybe we're still getting it. Just a little bit. No, maybe. It's okay. It's okay. How? We were doing so good. Oh boy. We'll do refresh note calibration, refresh the notes, on a process here. We do those two guys there. Yeah, all right. Where are we doing this at as well here? So let's say I jinxed it yet again. We'll do here, if calibrating, refresh calibration notes. I think that'll fix it. Possibly, maybe, I don't quite know. And as an artist, first in a programmer 8, this looks fine. That was one long.
was just the hold mechanic that's certainly in the game at the moment and will come into the game in a full very soon TM. Let's see here. Spell string, current all verse, spell string. If calibrating spell string length, spell string length. Okay, I think now it is fixed. Maybe, I think. Let's try, shall we? And user error, I don't see an issue with the calibration. Exactly. And it's a you problem, your computer. It's a computer problem. All right. This time for sure, it's going to now work the way we think it will, won't it? Combo testing. Oh boy. Surely, this time is the charm. It'll work out. It'll work out. The ending is going to be simple and sweet. And what kind of loser can't click space 1,000 times a second? I believe. I appreciate it, Chapel. Let's see. Refresh calibration. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. I do need to add more print tests so that we can see what's going on behind the scenes as well. And it's the secret input for the true ending. Oh boy. Oh, no. Okay, so it's trying its best, okay? Okay then. My question then becomes, I suppose, if calibrating, let's not do refresh there. Let's do that there. And let's also see about, so you had a new snake minigame with the calibration. Maybe the refresh is firing me too many times. That's what I'm thinking. It should only fire out once here as a bool and then return. Because, yeah, on music player refinish, we should play it again next week current time. Okay, we'll also go up here and we'll also do the print state so that we can see what's happening up here. We go up to, let's see here on our refresh. Yep. Okay. What we'll have happen here is we'll go ahead and we'll print out, what are we printing out? We're printing out our string, and we're going to, no, that's not string. We're going to say we want the note amount. So the note amounts, note underscore amount here. So note amount, that should work, or spell string length, or I guess, hold on, note spawn times, maybe that's it. Note spawn time, note spawn.
Mr.
Note,
DR Banana
note.
Rama just redeemed breathe.
Breathe? Sure. Alrighty then, you wanna go in? Hold for a bit, then go out. Then breathe in. Hold for a bit, then go out. There you go, one more time. Breathe in. Hold for a bit, then go out. There you are. Don't you feel very breathy? TTS can't even say Dr. Impressive. Oh boy, it doesn't know what it doesn't know. We'll do print spawn times here. And then we'll do, let's see, note spawn times. And then we'll also have it print out the spell string dot length. Spell string dot length. There we are, spell string dot length. Okay, let's do that there. And one more thing I want to see about is print, and we're going to say song position. So song position. There we go. Okay, so we have the note spawn times, the song position, and the spell string length. Let's take a look at those values and see what we get. I'm quite curious. Okay, calibrate, start. I'll go ahead and see about our options. Okay, it's not printing. Hold on. There's clearly a reason. Oh, hold on, never mind. We're doing it when we refresh. Okay, that's not too bad then. Never mind, we're good, we're fine. It's okay. No, we're good. So, click that there. All right, let me clear my throat. All right, can we do more gambling? I don't want to be responsible for any more scams today. Maybe we can squeeze in one more though. Let's see, 15, and then we have 13 and 9. So the timer just went to 13. We have 9 length in our notes left. Oh boy. Let's see. That there, so far it's okay. It's working out. 29, okay, that's the song position. It's still at 9, which is interesting, which makes sense. We're at 31, 49, 19. So far, we're okay. I'm waiting for when it gets angry and it, okay. So, it appends a lot. Wait, can I see the gamma as a mod? You can't see the oh, you can set it. You can. I think so. Does it allow you to set the predictions? Oh boy. Let's see. So, what we're seeing is, blah, 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 blah. That's what we're seeing. And my guess is, the translation of that is that it's mixing up a lot of the numbers together, and then they're going back to back to back to back to back. So it really does seem to be the case of, when we refresh the calibration notes, for some reason it's getting spammed a lot. We're only using it here. It's only if the spell string length is less than 2. And if we look here, our spell string length here is 9. Yeah. So why is it doing that? Is my next question. Then it shouldn't refresh it because our calibration size isn't right. We only use this function in one spot. We use it up here, and we only use it when the length is less than 2. So something's off. Something's super duper off. And I'm not quite sure what exactly. We could try a few more times and see, but otherwise, I might just have to take a break and try again a little bit later. So we'll do if calibrating, and then if you here. Let's then do you here. And let's see, is spell string length. Oh, do the tab there. And if in doubt, add more prints. Exactly! You can't go wrong with a print here or there. It's just the way nature is. It was meant to be printed. It was meant to be read and filed and taxed away. Alrighty, calibration. Let's try again. Let's see here. We have the spacing, printing so far. I believe it's the 3rd time around it starts not being too happy with us. So we'll see. I added in, oh, hold on. All right, it's asking to refresh. Let's go ahead and skip it. This is the time. Oh, hold on. We need to just continue. So go over. So, well, I'm a little confused. I'll be honest. Maybe because we were at the break point, it stopped a little bit and stuttered. Maybe, possibly. But ad breaks are about to start. I think I might need a second to get up for a bit, stretch my legs, and we go on a walk and think about this a little bit more. But the good news is, for the most part, ghosts are done. And if you fail the easy calibration, the game becomes evil. Oh boy. The good news is, we did finish the ghost for now. We'll add more ghost features, but I wanted to make sure we had the basics for the ghost done. Since the ghost basics are done, what I'll try to do is this week, I'll see if I can figure out the calibration. I'll see if I can figure out the calibration bug. And if I can somehow do that, I'll also see about figuring or tweaking and updating the tutorial. And if that's all fine and dandy, if I'm able to get all of that done within next week, then I'll make sure that we update the, what's the word I'm looking for? We'll update the itch so that you get to play the game with the ghost enabled and everything, which should be a lot of fun. If you'd like to get updates on when, or updates on, what's the word I'm looking for? If you'd like to get updates on what I'm currently doing throughout the week when it comes to the game, you can check out the Discord. So I should be able to do !Discord. There you go. And you'll be able to check it out. Oh, as well, and out of curiosity, why don't you also host it on your personal website?
Cat sat on keyboard, just redeemed hydrate.
To. But do you mean like an embed or something? And welcome in. No, welcome in. Thank you for the hydrate. So many words. Let me get water here. Alrighty then. I'm speaking a little bit fast because we're on a 5-minute timer. Oh my. Saying that though, I'll also send in that that silly song that Paolo made when it came to the Uncertain Mancer if you'd like to give it a try too. So I'll have that on the Discord as well. Salaries and skill issue. Not knowing of knowledge. And you can, Godot should have an export web option. I know I do have a web option currently for the itch version. So I'll see. I'll certainly see because I did not know that was a thing. That'd be nice to put on the website itself. But that's another day. But another thing for another day. Yeah. But I didn't know. Now my knowledge has been expanded, so thank you. And I will certainly see about it as well, as I think it could be fun to have it on the website too. If you're on YouTube though, that'll be it for me. If you're on Twitch, consider sticking around. We're going to see if we can find someone to raid before the ads start. So I'm going to go to the end screen, and then I'm going to come back on Twitch. But if you're on YouTube, that'll be it for me. Next week, we'll be doing more Pixlr. We'll be doing more of the same with programming. I stream from Fridays to Sundays from 1 to 5 p.m. EST. So if you like what you saw, consider sticking around. And I hope you all have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, or good night, or yes, indeed.